Unmute.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, gang. We're excited. We're here for session one.
So excited.
Game time, game time.
Game time, game time.
Indeed. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the technically welcome back and welcome to the very first session of And We Went Out Roving on the lovely Kobold Curios channel, where I, Seven Ursa, am taking these lovable scruffy scamps through the whole new campaign in session and in world in which things may get a little weird at times. But we're all here for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
But
Recap your other way.
Let's go.
recap from where we were last time. The session 0 itself took place within the city of Yalash, where the group itself had slowly come together as Corben had just recently disembarked from a vessel that had come all the way from Waterdeep and had made contact through various different interested parties looking for a specific item or person, as it may be, and wound up encountering one Saffron, followed quickly by Rhaya, who each had their own bits and pieces together and weren't bringing forward, but excited to see a new venture and a escape from the current pressures of reality. Gathering together the three of them, Udal proceeded then to the nearby Academy of Therishma. Well, the Therishma Academy, excuse me. Where you had then, at that point of time, had gone into the encountered one Ateris and all prepped them together to then pick up a Mr. Dr. Alligan Hue, who was going on a retreat at this point in time in order to set up and head off back towards a updated bits and pieces here and there. After a bit of a difficulty time with the current clergies that lived within the sector of the city. With that, then you had all made your way through the city and headed down to the docks itself, and had a brief encounter with a nearby panicked Ateris who was went to go and chase after a vessel from years past, which included a weasel snatching a purse, running off through the various different sections of the nearby docks, a hijinks scene of a short chase altogether, before the ship itself eventually departed and Ateris was able to make it onto the ship by way of leaping from one vessel onto the other. The vessel now at this point in time has then departed out of Yalash and headed towards Dapplegate, where the party itself had having a brief night stay and picking up a wagon and horse before heading down into the small village of Oparl through the misty marshes and meadowlands of Bedorn. And that is where we'll pick up here at this point in time, with the group and party at this point in time as the lights are beginning to kind of set down in through the nearby area of the misty marshes. Fireflies dancing in the distance and a bit of a heavy mist are beginning to take place, as in the distance you can hear thunder roll and darkened clouds begin to peel by overhead.
I apologize.
But on this slow, somewhat pleasant journey down to Oparl, where do we all find the characters now on this road?
So I apologize for the technical difficulties.
So we have at this point
players.
settled off the ship, or are we still on it?
You have settled off the ship. You have picked up a wagon and horse from Dapplegate and had spent a quick one final night of pleasantries within Dapplegate, and are making your way down towards the small village, a hamlet almost, of Oparl.
Well, I was having fun with this. He was riding all through the time when driving it down there. Now that it's gotten dark, he's gotten himself to a good stopping point and ended up closing his book.
Out of curiosity, how much is in the cart? Like, how much were we able to bring? Because we had at least 2 trucks of stuff
Your
to transport.
your fine guide at this point in time, for lack of a better term, in guard and escort, I was able to procure a hefty draft horse and wagon, so they were able to pull up a significant amount of weight along with everyone. So you can bring all as much of your supplies with you as you had wished.
Okay,
I am currently
this is good.
in
all
the
right.
driving.
And how far off are we from the city proper?
Currently from Dapplegate, you are halfway between Dapplegate and Oparl at this point in time, just beginning to make its way through the reaches of Bedorn, as the rain is just beginning to kind of like slowly fall like through the different trees at this point in time, with the slight tapper across the wagon rooftop at this point in time. You've been traveling from this point in time in the day about 20 miles. You'll probably end up a little bit short of the village of Oparl, probably by another third of a day. So it would require at least a single night of camping out within this.
Well, I think we are going to be unfortunately settling outside of this town proper. So if anybody has a suggestion, Ateris, do you know this area at all? I have not been outside the city in some time, so I don't know. Is anybody here from Dapplegate or around?
I've been around here quite a while actually. It's a Parl we're going to, right?
Yes. The unfortunate circumstance with their increasing amounts of sickness. You need at least my assistance, though. You are definitely welcome to join, though I will ask that if I request something of you, such as wearing masks or washing your hands, that you follow my lead on that.
Well, yes, we could definitely do that, but what do you know about Oparl proper, Doctor?
Oh, very little outside of the reports I have been given, so not much.
What do you want to know?
I'm being between the two of us, we could probably paint a pretty picture. As pretty as a swamp can be, at least.
Sorry, you said swamp.
Marshes.
I'm sorry.
To
Marsh,
be
swamp,
specific.
bog. Okay, Marsh. We're going with Marsh.
All right. Good thing I packed plenty of.
But
Saffy's just pointing at Alligan.
Evil giggling. Corben's just looks exhausted
Saffron,
from all
we
the
do not
travel
know
and is half paying attention.
Gotcha. Saffron, we do not have hair to keep bugs off of our skin, so a little pity would be appreciated.
Oh, I'm gonna be just as miserable, but like, Doc, you didn't even know we're going to a marsh?
I knew that Oparl was next to wetlands. I did not know that it might be directly in the middle.
First, you're saying, no, it's not a plague town. First, and then you're saying, oh, I didn't know it's a march. Were you prepared for, like, anything at all?
It is not a plague town. They are dealing with a increased number of sick individuals. It is not
Plague town.
Hey Doc, I kind of have to agree with Saffy on this one. You seriously didn't expect
Thank you.
a march? You should be prepared for any sort of, you know, environments. At least that's what I've learned in my travels.
Well, as we have already established many times, I do not travel if I can help it. So,
Fair enough, fair enough.
This wasn't
Yeah.
exactly the doctor's first choice of activities.
I
If you want to
suppose, but
know,
no.
though, Oparl is not a huge place. Small town, in the midst of a bunch of hills, obviously, in Marsh.
would
Not
would
a
I
rich
be able?
place.
Yes,
Would
D?
I be able to add some supplemental information about Oparl?
Go ahead and make a for you. Well, oh, you have what I gave you, so I will leave that amount of discretion up to you. If you would want
I
to know any additional information, I would have to make you would have to make a history check. Please.
I wasn't able to write everything down for it, but so if
Mhm.
you would be able to just rehash it, so
Sure. Um, Oparl itself is known as a backwater village, primarily because the land of Bedorn itself was once a bit of a playground for many Kalashite princes, merchants, self-mades that where much wealth was flooded into the region and was kept very private within the area. Many mansions and pleasure palaces were built within the area itself, but with the original first sundering many number of years ago, unfortunately, a number of the creatures in that another beings that were kept here as kind of large pets and otherwise and entertainment devices broke free within the bounds of these pleasure palaces and ran rampant through this swampy area, killing many of their former owners and of those that did not flee, and then very quickly followed by the spell plague at that point in time, which caused a number of different magical explosions and other fights between wizards within this area that caused significant damage. Much of Bedorn Oparl at this point in time is the now ruins of those palaces and mansions and many different ways, shapes, and forms, to the point that it is a town of lawlessness, brigands, and kind of that backwater situation of where people go here to stay out of sight, stay out of mind, to not catch the eye of the law in some way, shape, or form. It's where the downtrodden and destitute travel, and the desperate. Because while offers a safe haven from the law, there are many beasts that lurk within the bogs and marshes and fetid swamp of the area.
Raya would open his book to a back. It seems to be an appendix of sorts that reads right to left,
Mhm.
and almost and even like in the dark, it's clear as day as him. He just reads back the information that he was taught about Opal by his mentor, up to and including how it used to be is like it used to be for the rich, the pleasure palaces, the beasts that broke out, the is like the magic plays that went out, the wizards that have passed the wars, and how it's become a lawless place. And the last one, it's like, so no, actually, I see how Doctor wouldn't have known about this place. I don't think if they gave him a short would have taken it.
I will serve where I am needed. Out of curiosity, would I know if the academy or was it outside influences that gave me this job?
You would know that it was the outside influence that gave you this job. That the academy was sending you on. The academy was sending you on the venture at this point in time in order
Okay.
to kind of ease relations. But there, one of the other reasons that it was being sent to you was because that you were a hospitalier in a
Mhm.
sense, and that essentially the Doctors Without Borders, and your name was picked out of a lottery
Oh, I'm
into.
sure it was super random that the way it got picked. Okay, so I know that the likelihood that this, I don't know if I need to roll insight or something, but I might just assume that this job has been selected for me specifically to fuck with me, by higher powers.
Either to fuck with you or to just get you out of the line of sight.
Cool, cool, cool. They put one name in the hat and it was mine. Okay. So, very good. Okay. Well, I think we need to worry significantly less about Oparl and far more about the incoming storm. Ateris, or if anybody else can say, I think both my friend, as they are very learned in the ways of nature.
And as you're speaking, the rain begins to come down harder and harder. And
Corben
soon
holds
enough,
out a hand.
Listen,
and for all of you at this point, it's a very warm rain. So already you can begin to feel
those of
that
you in
it's
the
already
back,
going to be humid.
those of you in the back, there is a half leather sheet. Pull that up over so we don't get everything wet,
Gotcha.
including
Right.
yourselves.
Rhaya, as soon as it starts raining hard, Rhaya just hisses as he covers up his book and just does his best to try to get the tarp up as quickly as possible.
Corben helps trying to get the tarp up and over everything.
So does Saffy.
Seeing Rhaya with her book, Rhaya, if I may, I know you are most likely not very interested in separating it from your book for long, but one of the chests is sealed, so if you would like to put the book in there temporarily, you may. If you wish.
You just see, I think it's one of the first times you actually see Rhaya just have a much more neutral expression on his face. It's like, I do appreciate it, but honestly, I would very much feel better if the book was in line of sight.
Entirely fair.
Yeah. However, if you have something to help dry the pages, I'd be much appreciative of that.
Yeah. Yes, I might have something that I can help with that. And I will take out just a rag to like dab with. It's normally one that like a dabber that you'd use for like ink, but in this case for to try to soak up some of the water if I can.
Sure thing. Easy enough to do so.
Okay.
Ateris, while the group is doing this, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is a 22.
22. For you, as the kind of the light has grown dimmer as these clouds have rolled in, the day itself has grown longer. Have been keeping out keeping out signs for that there's about a hollow that is well known for camping, probably about a good 6 or so 7 miles from Oparl, that is used frequently by different adventurers in order because it is a safer place for camping than to the others. It's usually fairly high, at least from the running water, so to prevent from the frequent storms from people getting rained out. And you're able, like, at this point in time, to begin to kind of catch the signs of that and see a familiar kind of turn-away point on the road that then leads towards the hollow itself. So you would at least be able to find that without too much issue if you would so wish. But you can definitely hear in the distance as a heavy sound of thunder rolls through, and a brief flickering of light.
I think, Ateris is going to, like, turn Liarden towards that direction. And we can set up for the evening without having to worry about the horse slipping or being spooked by the storm.
Sure thing. You're able to turn Leon off onto the road, off onto the secondary path and trail, and within about 10-15 minutes, come across this very familiar hollow. You can see that definitely there's a bit of overcropping hangs from where a number of large trees are partially covering over a hillside, and the roots are still having almost dug in, holding onto these boulders that offer almost kind of a natural rain break in different places and parts, and you can see the remnants of old campfires. Luckily, at this point in time, it is empty at this point. No other adventurers seem to have marked the same place for the moment in time. So you all have the hollow to yourselves. Do you all choose to depart the wagon and make camp? Do you want to stay within the wagon for the evening, or?
Ateris is going to sort of help instruct how to set up the tarp to create covered, essentially sleeping area within the cart, to keep everyone dry and off the already wet ground. And is going to throw her sort of third cloak over Alligan's shoulder before heading out back into the rain to feed and settle the horse.
Fair enough.
When she does hand Alligan the cloak, she is going to also slip him the sealed letter that she picked up passing through the other city when we made port, and just kind of get him to hold that until she's ready to open it so that it doesn't get wet.
He'll slip it into his coat.
Fair enough.
Also, Alligan will just really quickly, just with like a soft muttered hum, kind of break off a bit of like this waxy, sort of crumbly white phosphorus and draw 4 circles in the air that kind of pop into being and become small like globules, and just kind of send them 2 inside the cart and 2 in this sort of like overhang area.
Corben
Glob-
helps how he can to set everything
The globules of light come to life, and with fairly easy practice, and with is anyone else trained in survival, or is it just Ateris?
Right. Wait up. Is Rhaya? I'm pretty sure he is. Let me make sure.
I think I
Yes,
have
yes. Rhaya is trained in survival.
Okay, then between the 3 of you at the point in time, it's with fairly quick and practiced hands you're able to erect this like kind of half tarp at this point in time and create a dry sleeping area for the evening, connecting the cart up with kind of those overhanging rocks, as well as also them being able to make sure that it's a pleasant area overall for people to sleep in. Is there anyone who's now here's a question for all of you. Is anyone taking watch?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Corben
I
can.
Yeah.
Ateris
I'd
will.
actually like
Shifts,
Shifts,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shifts.
Saffy, if I may speak to you for a moment privately.
Do we gotta?
Be nice.
Fine.
If the rest of you
Just
could
walks.
deafen up.
No, they don't have
Okay.
to definite time.
Alright, fair enough.
That's not secret. Saffy, I'm aware that your predispositions to disliking magic are inherent. But I would ask your consent to cast a ritual on where we are resting tonight.
I mean, you don't really gotta worry about that. I'm gonna be sleeping in the wagon.
It will cover correctly.
Oh. It's fine, I guess. Why are you making such a big show of it?
Because you are prickly.
Prickly. Just kind of looks in disbelief.
You do not like me, and I understand that. But I
You
am
really
trying
don't.
to work with you, and that includes asking before casting. Would it help if I explained what I am doing?
Saffy just kind of looks at the ground for a second and then looks back at Alligan, kind of leans in a bit and is like, I'm gonna be honest, Doc. I don't care. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go sleep in the wagon because I don't trust these roads.
Neither do I.
This close, this close to Oparl is not safe.
Well, my spell will help it up. It will alert that anybody is in the area and
Ah. Fancy schmutz. Okay. Yeah, go for it, I guess. You have my royal permission. I don't know. What do you want to hear from me?
thank you, Your Grace. It is nice to know that I have your consent. And Alligan will nod and just kind of turn about face and leave. Good talk.
Saffy just stands. Saffy just stands there for a second before just kind of like licking at his paw because he is drenched right now. And
You
like,
can already feel the electricity kind of like flickering through your fur from the nearby thunderstorm.
done. Saffy's gonna head back to the group and just be like, well, that was so dramatic and so expected of someone like Alligan.
Hey, you were nice, so I'm actually proud of you for that.
Your bar is in the ground, my friend.
Buried.
Yes, I know.
Buried.
Yes, I know it's in the ground, buried, and somehow you managed to crawl up over that. And the doctor does not have a black eye. I see that as an absolute win.
Somehow your standards are lower than how far Alligan has dug himself in conversation with Saffy. And that's impressive.
It is.
You have no idea how low my standards are.
Yeah. So on that note, Alligan will start. He'll take a selection of small, like little jingle bells, and string them on a silver wire and begin putting them in small, like posts in the ground.
It's
he,
a
like,
10-foot
lines them.
radius.
It's a 20-foot cube that I'm allowed to do this in.
Okay. Yeah, so that should be just enough space.
I'm trying to get the cart in like the opening to this cave or overhang.
You can probably get that. You might be. You may not be able to get the draft horse as well because it's a large horse.
Should we take the horse off the wagon so that he can like live his life in peace?
The horse would be off the wagon. Ateris would have hitched him under a tree outside of the area so that he was still sheltered, but yeah. I don't think the horse is too big of a deal. Ateris will be keeping an eye on him.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to actually specify this as a mental alarm, not the allowed.
Are you just triggering it for yourself, or are you triggering it for the entire group, or for any of the individuals?
It specifically says your mind, so I don't think I'm allowed to ping it to the rest of the group.
You can also at least like mark people who can pass in and out of it. Without.
Oh yeah, everybody in the group is marked to be able to go in and out, including the horse.
Okay. All right, then the question then at that point remains, in terms of, are you taking watches / shifts?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if so, who's taking first watch?
Ateris will take the
Corben.
shit shift.
Corben's
one right
willing
in the
to take
morning.
Any shift, essentially. take
Saffy
first
can. Saffy can take second.
Are we taking shifts together or are we taking them individually?
Up to you guys.
I do not think it might be a bad idea to take them in groups. Maybe a group of 2 and group of 3? Split it in half?
That would not give people enough time in order to take a full long set.
Yeah, we need to
So-
split it into 3.
Somebody is going to be by themselves?
Ateris will
Corben
go
can
by
be by
themselves.
Oh,
She's
Ateris
capable.
knows this area. So
Fair enough.
I think she will comfortably take that single shift.
Very well. Then who's taking
magic
first watch?
duo can.
What is everybody's capabilities to see in such a dim light?
Pretty good.
I'm human. That
Oh my god, both of you can't see well in the dark. Oh no.
No, come on.
yeah,
Thank you.
all humans.
Oh no. Oh wait, we lost
We lost Rhaya.
E.
Uh-oh. He died.
Oh,
No!
Steve
And
fell
then-
asleep.
An arrow
Rhaya.
just comes through and just
Darn. Darn.
I
Roll
would
for initiative.
suggest then, if you do not have anything that might aid in that, good doctor, that for the time being, you and Corben take the first shift. That way, the rest of us are still somewhat alert, even while sleeping, in case anything happens.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So the first watch then will be Corben and Alligan. Are there any? I'm assuming that you all are kind of like having a. Are you all setting a fire for the evening, or are you leaving it, letting the full plus at this point in time be able to enjoy the space as it is?
What am I hearing?
The
Dog,
puppy.
like,
You are hearing my dog with his squeaky toy in the background.
I thought it
I
was
knew it immediately.
It's just there's a wild hog somewhere in the distance.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
stunning.
Can we set up a fire when it's raining, or
We're in an
I almost have
overhang,
full
and this
Casting
is
light.
we're in an overhang, and there is a this is a common sort of past resting spot. So I'd
Okay.
say there would have
Probably.
been like the traces of where someone has set up a fire beneath the overhang, if people didn't want to use it.
yeah?
I think Ateris would just warn people that with this rain, the smoke is going to clear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is why I was thinking of using just something.
Yeah, dance the nice one.
We'll keep it bright enough. We're just not going to be having warm dinner tonight.
We have rations.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes.
When will
Yeah.
Dee return from the war?
Yeah, then
Um,
I'll sit next to kind of like facing out. I imagine like just sitting on like the front stoop of the cart,
Yeah.
where like the horse would be and like the reins. Just kind
Corbin
of get, like, an
sits-
upwards view.
Corbin sits beside Alligan and then pulls out his lute and tunes it before starting to play just like a soft, like
Mhm.
soft tune in the background.
Mm,
I don't know if you can even hear that.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
Just very quiet.
Typically, rain is able to, because of just the constant like background noise, rain is able to hide such, like at least soft performances. So a little bit of music is not a particularly bad thing at this point.
Yeah.
Returns from the war.
Your turn.
But so then at this point in time, could I have one of you two go ahead and roll me a d20, please?
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
one, or
what's your bonus to perception out of curiosity?
Well, this is not a perception check. This is just a
Oh.
flat d20 roll.
Oh, hate that. Sure.
I got
Corbin.
14.
Okay. 14. Your shift passes by without incident at this point in time. The rain itself does increase in strength as your watch progresses into the part of the night, and even the light that is granted by the dancing lights at points of times does dim in at points of heavy downpour that comes on through, including even to the point of times where the occasional flash and flicker of lightning followed quickly by a heavy thunderous roll through the clouds up above. But continue.
I think like when the rain starts getting harder, Alligan will pull out a little like rain jacket and put it on. I spent all of my money on stupid shit. Yeah, little rain jacket. Just
Corbin
hot,
doesn't
cold,
care.
warm, thin.
If the rain gets on him, he just doesn't care. Just, okay.
Fair enough. It is a warm rain by all comparisons, but it is a heavy rain.
Gross.
Yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, but your shift passes by without issue, and then you all, I believe, who is going to go and wake up the terrace?
I bet it.
All right.
Just gonna poke her foot with the tip of my boot.
Ateris wakes up pretty easily, I think, out of instinct. She's sort of the eyes snap open and like
Yep, and
relax
I
a
just
little bit,
take a
seeing
step back.
Alligan. That time already?
Wakey wakey.
Very well. May I have that letter?
Corben just puts his flute down and flops on the floor and just immediately passes out.
I'll take the letter out, hand it to them, and just take their warm bedroll.
I'm going to lay that fur coat over Alligan, sort of pat them on the head, and keep watch.
It's fine.
Doesn't say a thing.
Fair enough. So you go and find a fair place to go and have a comfortable sit. Do you do so away from the group? Do you do so nearby?
Nearby, but I think she'd be sort of sticking more to the shadows, away from the dancing lights, so that she
Okay.
can keep an eye out
the
without
dancing-
the light affecting her vision too much.
The dancing lights do go
Yeah.
out. When
Yeah, they do go
Alligan
out
goes to
when I-
bed.
Okay.
Then at this point in time, the question is, do you want people to deafen at this point in time to your reading of this? Or are you just going to read for yourself in mute silence?
I think she's just going to read for herself. I've been trying so hard to avoid any spoilers with this. I did see the description when I had to look at something in that, in the logbook, regarding Oparl. But she is going to pull out the envelope.
Sure thing. Then, if you're just reading for yourself, then you got to either request everyone to deafen, or you can just read, in silence.
I think she's going to read in silence for the time being. She will
Fair.
share with the class as she chooses later.
And while you're doing so, go ahead and make me a perception check.
I think she's been holding on to this for some time since receiving it. Kind of afraid.
Yeah, you would have received it yesterday evening when you checked into the Whitewater, and from there, at that point in time, you've been holding on
That is a 16.
16. All right. You begin to read through the letter. As your eyes flicker through the page in itself, the rain itself doesn't lighten up. It doesn't become heavier during your watch at this point in time. It's kind of absorbed into the reading in and of itself. Things are quiet. And then, Alligan, you come awake with a brief jolt and realize that your alarm has been tripped.
I think as soon as Alligan shifts,
Quick whistle.
Ateris is on guard, shoving the envelope into sort of the shirt chest and hand on her blade.
Okay? Paris, go ahead and make another perception check. A regular one for me, please.
What direction it's coming from?
No, you
is
just know that it was triggered.
23.
You would hear coming from the wagon. It sounds like very faint, like the sounds of like claws on wood, or in the kind of almost imperceptible scrape of metal against metal.
Ateris
Aren't I
is
sleeping in the wagon?
Ateris is sneaking around to see.
They are. You may make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
I would also like to look around because I am very nervous.
Sure, go make a perception check with disadvantage.
Corben is passed
Oh.
out. He is unaware of what's happening. Doesn't even notice.
Disadvantage. Let me math. 13.
13. Yep, you are.
Oh, honk shoe.
Oh,
May
you son of a-
may I?
You
okay,
may as well.
so the
Disadvantage.
first roll was
Yes,
a
'cause you were
natural
sleeping.
20.
Oh no.
But the second roll is a 17. So we got a natural 20 and a 17.
What is your perception check, Rhaya?
16 and a 14.
The only one
So-
who's aware of anything.
So it's +5. That's 14 plus 5. That's 19.
The only one who's aware of anything at this point in time is Alligan, who's alarm tripped vaguely, but doesn't know where it's coming from, and Ateris, who can hear a very, very faint sound of claws moving within the wagon.
I'm paranoid. I'm getting everybody awake.
Ateris, I think before you wake everyone up, Ateris is going to sort of motion towards you in a slightly more obvious way so you actually see her, and put her finger to her lips and sneak around the side. She doesn't want this thing. If there's something there, she doesn't want it spooking and doing more damage if she can take it out quietly.
This is that fucking cat, Ursa, I swear to God. Okay. I make a stealth.
Sorry.
Can I make a stealth check to like try to get out of the wagon without waking anybody?
You can.
Okay.
Do I need to make any rolls to be like sneaking up or whatever this is?
Others, you would also be a stealth check as well.
That's a 17.
Okay.
And a 17 for me.
Alright. Both of you are able to do so without issue. Right, you would begin to hear it sound like something like Alligan or someone else begin to kind of move outside, like kind of like slowly come to consciousness. Ateris, because you can see in the dark as you're kind of like begin to kind of go through the wagon, you would see among the bodies of your sleeping compatriots what look to be a pair of small lizard folk at this point in time that have picked the locks on Alligan's trunks and are like kind of like very slowly and quietly like taking stuff out of them and just like bundling them up into their arms at this point.
Can she grab them
cry.
by the quote-unquote scruff of their neck?
They are not aware of you, so yes, you can.
Okay. I'm doing that.
All right, go ahead and make a contested grapple check. So this is your athletics versus their acrobatics. For athletics, they will be doing so with disadvantage because you're taking them by surprise.
For each of them?
I will say you can make one. You can make one check at this point in time, and then they will have to beat that. Each of them will have to beat that separately.
Okay, guys, do I go for the red dice?
The flower.
Thank you. Wow, that is a 19.
Dab.
19. Okay, that one. Oh, that's a mess. Ooh, wasted 20 sedge. Yeah. As they kind of like much more preoccupied with just kind of like pulling more and more stuff out of Alligan's trunks at this point of time, you were able to lunge forward over your sleeping compatriots and with the squawk and triple and just grab these two small kobolds by the scruff of their necks and kind of like these leathery like scales at the back of their legs at this point in time, and they're beginning to kind of like flail in the air. It's like, "No, yeah,
Do you know what they used to do in the hells to thieves?
it's lots of stuff. It's lots of stuff. You can have it in spare.
Perhaps I will be having lizard stew tonight.
I do have a very good recipe.
I like the idea that
Oh
yelp
my
is
God.
one of the codes.
That yell was perfect.
That was perfect timing.
That was
Wait a-
incredible.
Hold on. Would everyone be awake at that point?
Yeah, I was gonna
please.
ask. And
Yes, everyone will be
everybody
awake at this point in time, like with the terrace kind of lunging, leaping over, and kind of the large yelps and yips.
Corben's gonna see Ateris holding the kobolds and go, wait, and quickly like run over and's like, what's happening?
They were
Thieves.
stealing my things.
Oh, I see.
Which all of you would see at this point in time now. Like, I'm assuming, Alligan, you're casting Dancing Lights at this point.
Yeah.
That boom, 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 boom. That both of the trunks are open, and they're just like there's stuff that's been tossed everywhere at this
Oh,
point
for
in time.
fuck's sake.
And like a lot of it's covered in muddy claw prints.
No.
Oh,
I'm- you son, I'm gonna
Okay.
kill a lizard.
And
Okay.
No, Alligan, calm down. Like,
I love the
can I talk to them?
Yeah, go ahead.
what were you saying, Fox, real quick?
I love the idea that Saffy was specifically sleeping amongst the boxes in case something like this happened. And it absolutely these guys were just moving around Saffy 100%. Saffy's just like, it's raining, I'm dead to the world, goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So I
also-
just
they also-
imagine like they're screaming and just Saffy like, huh? What? Let's
They
go.
rolled really well in there.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And what were you saying, Sponge?
So Corben kind of like runs over to like where Ateris is holding them. It's like, okay, everyone calm down.
Alligan's
can-
holding
can-
a knife.
can I
and just like,
Can I talk to them and see what's going on? Maybe I can get them to apologize.
They're
Make
just
it
like
quick,
hanging in
bud,
there.
because these two are not in my good graces.
Quick question.
Yes.
my
Uh,
stuff.
The book was not one of the things that was trying to be grabbed at all, right?
No, because you did not put it in Alligan's trunk.
Oh no! That's actually a very good thing because they probably be dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Corben turns to the kobolds and like gestures for Ateris to like set them on their fucking feet. Like you can hold their necks, but set them down. And then in Draconic, he starts talking to them. So everyone else, unless they know Draconic, obviously hears just like weird syllables of hissing and whatnot. Is like, all right. Everyone here is really mad at you two. But I want to know why you're stealing our stuff. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. What's going on?
We need supplies for a fight for. We must bring the justice, the truth of who is right to lead us.
Okay.
We have much stuff. It was the saw and we followed lights when they came through and to put the sound of music through the rain.
Oh, God damn it. I'm going to get killed. All right. I understand. I understand you guys needed stuff for whatever this fight is, but you can't just steal from people. That's
Yes, we
not...
can. We do it all the time.
Let me rephrase. You don't steal from us, or else all these bitches are going to kill you, and I won't be able to save you.
They
Just
look all
holding a scalpel.
They look all around and then look particularly up at Ateris
Ateris,
and then quickly nod their heads.
Ateris
All
has,
right.
has cast thaumaturgy to make her eyes look like they're actually flaming, and her tail is swinging like an angry cat.
Their heads nod even faster.
Okay. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to put down everything that you have picked up from us. Everything. I will give you
Even the stuff that's already gone. And they each point a finger off into the woods where for those who look can see a
Yes.
third pair of footprints running off into that has left off into the woods.
Okay.
Raya sighs and
missing
just
because
walks.
This is about to
damn
get
it.
really bad.
Yes. Even the stuff that has been taken already. And then we'll see if maybe we can help you figure out this fight, okay? But you are going to give us everything back. Understood? He's dad noting them, by the way. His voice is very...
You see both of them, their eyes kind of grow big and say, people will join us and fight against the claws?
We'll see what I can do. I
Are they
no
speaking
promises.
in common or draconic?
Draconic.
Draconic. The
Okay,
entire time is
Corben,
draconic.
if you could speak in a language that the rest of us understand, I would like to know.
Okay, he speaks in common now. Basically, what's happening is, they were trying to take our stuff because they are in some sort of fight with what was the name? He turns to them. Who are you fighting again?
The claws, the pinches. They say our lord is not the right prophet. They say, hey, there's the Lord Pinchy is the true one.
Okay. He just kind of like gestures at them to shut up and turns back to Alligan. So basically, they are going to give us everything we have back. Everything.
They were already going to do that. Otherwise, I was going to skin them.
Oh, I know.
I saw them
However-
point. What else did they take?
They had a third member who seems to have taken some stuff.
But what
So we're
was
gonna
it?
go there and get it back. I don't know what. And maybe we can figure out what this battle is and put an end to it so they won't steal anything again. If you guys won't, that's fine. I'll figure something out.
Can I? Oh no, I really need to get my stuff back. What is missing? Because there's some things in here that like really shouldn't go missing.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Can I
What-
aid
what
in that
exactly
while I'm
did
like
you
get some help?
standing here holding?
From my lovely roommate. who helped me pack.
Yeah. Can I also hear and see what's missing while I'm standing here holding?
Not while you're standing there holding. 'Cause you're
Here, how about Corben? Corben gestures at Ateris to hand, to let go of them and grabs them by the shoulders. Each of the kobolds. His grip is tight.
That's a 14.
advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
For you going through your stuff, what's missing is not necessarily someone like right now they weren't able to grab a whole lot, but what they were able to grab was that they didn't know what to do with the whole alchemical processes and stuff like that, and they didn't get to the really good stuff.
So they didn't get to
No, they did not.
the vials.
No.
Okay. Good.
They did grab an awful lot of bandages. They grabbed bandages like cloth and things like that. Not all of them. They grabbed a couple things that were definitely of the sharp variety.
They have my shaving kit?
They have your shaving kit.
Fuckers.
They left the soap.
Of course they did. What about the kitchen utensils?
Those are gone.
Okay.
Wait.
Anything that could have been that was an obvious weapon or could have been used as like a bandage or something like that, or like to make a splint, was taken. Well, at least it was grabbed, but only like a little bit at that point in time. But you still have a lot of your clothes. Like there's still a good chunk of bandages. There's still like most of the medical supplies because that was in most of that was very deep and packed well. It was like kind of like that top layer of stuff that really kind of got grabbed.
Okay. I am.
And a lot of it's covered in mud.
Like kind of shaking his hands. Is just like doesn't know what to do with them and is like angry, and is. I would like to get my stuff back, please. And if you do not want me to kill them, I will do my utmost to make sure that doesn't happen. But I really need my things back, and if they touch them again, I will take their skin. So,
Alligan, deep breaths.
I'm breathing fine, very deeply and in my chest. But
You sound like you're hyperventilating.
I'm fine. I need to get my things back.
Come back.
Ateris
took
is
medical
going.
supplies as well as a collection of knives.
Ateris is going to wrap her tail around Alligan's ankle just as like that grounding mechanism, and is going to crouch down in front of these kobolds that are now being like held by Corben, and just kind of look at the both of them. I assume you understand common tongue.
They both nod their heads.
We are going to go with you to get back what was taken. We are going to get an immense apology for the good doctor here. And
One of them holds up a finger like an await signal. I can call to them. They're supposed to wait for us.
do that then.
They turn their head in like this point in time.
Wait,
Before
before they do that, I would like to see if this is actually a call to alert to come over or to like skedaddle and run. Like I want to know what's going on.
Sure, make an insight check, Rhaya.
I would actually wrap his scarf around the book to keep it watertight, and he would like to go ahead and roll stealth.
Sure thing. As I'm assuming you're kind of getting off the wagon and being like skulked into the rain.
Yep, that is 18.
Okay.
No, wait, no,
Uh,
that's not
and-
right. That's not right.
was
That's
about to say-
17. That's 17.
Okay.
It's an 18 for me as well. I have 13 plus 5.
Okay. These two kobolds are completely fearing for their lives at this point in time. So this is not a call of like, hey, run away. This is like, hey, come get us out of this mess. Bring back the stuff. We don't want to die.
Okay. Ateris has worked alongside Rhaya and Saffy before, so I think would Ateris like notice you preparing to go into stealth mode?
It's like you would notice like how while he was talking, he's just subtly just wrapping his book up just so it does not get damaged, and usually that's when he's trying to do something serious.
She's going to make a mental note of that and just kind of give a little bit of her commander nod to Rhaya. And then going to sort of glance at Saffy and just kind of nod to Saffy as well. Sort of get prepared just in case.
Yep. Saffy nods back and has kind of slinked off of the wagon at this point, made his way over to Rhaya's side.
Okay.
I think
You can go
Corben
ahead
looks
and
so done. Like he's kind of aware, kind of glancing at them, kind of figuring out what they're doing is just like, I'm not gonna try and stop it. I understand.
I think Ateris is still sort of kneeling in front of these kobolds and is going to look back at them. Now,
Okay.
if anything goes wrong, the two of you are going to be at fault. Do you understand me?
they nod their heads. Saffy, if you want to go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
22.
22. All right. They both nod their heads, and the one that was about to call out calls out in Draconic. Ah! Flurb! Can you come back, please? We would really like to not die.
Love those blurb. Corben understands that entire thing is just
Saffron and Rhaya, both of you go ahead and make perception checks, please.
Yeah.
Ateris is muttering in Infernal.
Not great. 14.
14. Okay.
24.
Damn.
The two of you would spot kind of about 3 trees deep into the tree line. Kind of this one like draconic head kind of just like poking out around and just call back. What? Did you two run already? What would you two like to do, since you two are by far the closest?
Why
I
we
am-
make way towards?
Oh,
Right.
what the fuck is it called? Feline agility. I'm going to double my movement to dart over to the source of that voice and grab.
Go.
Rhaya is just gonna skulk and try to find. You said there were 3 that we saw, right?
There was the 2 that were in the wagon, and there's just the one that's poking its head out behind the tree.
Rhaya would get behind the last one
Okay.
and just hold an action.
Which at this point in time, Saffron is like right kind of scoots around one side and kind of coming up behind after you. You are able to get to that kobold and basically just dancing through the raindrops at this point in time, just through the trees and come right up upon them.
Yeah, he's gone
And there's
full ambush predator, just like the slight step back before the fucking pounce, claws out essentially.
And there's just this like sharp squeak before, like, are you intending to hit them or are you intending to just grapple them?
Grapple, just grapple.
Then go ahead and make a contested athletic checks against their acrobatics. They have disadvantage because of their surprise.
Okay, athletics.
I do hope
I mean,
that
Saffy
Kelsey
do the
doesn't
butt wiggle.
feel bad.
Yes, Saffy absolutely does the butt wiggle. Yes.
Yes.
Also,
just
that
orange
is
cat
that
foot.
is a 15
Okay.
athletics.
They rolled a 5.
Hey.
Because they rolled a natural 20 and then rolled a 3.
Ooh,
Lucky.
ooh.
And so with a sharp squeak in the and you are just able to just grab and scoop up and just hold down, like claws raised above, like holding it down into the. You can see this third kobold is like has its arms just like whole packed full of Alligan's like various different like kind of like cloth, and like you can see like a ladle sticking out of one arm, like there's like a salad fork that's like being like held like that's been stuffed into a belt.
Man took the kitchen.
Is there anything interesting that might catch Sappy's eyes?
Make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, I'm great at those. Yep, that reflects it. That's a 5.
5 looking all together, you're kind of like more like still kind of like partial, like half awake, like full like nighttime zoomies cat mode. Just,
Yes.
Nails are so big.
just,
Oh
like,
yeah. Like this is low light ambush predator hunting. Like he is in his element right now.
but they say, hi.
Hi. Teeth fully shining in the moonlight kind of a thing.
And Rhaya, you come around the tree at this point in time and just see Saffy just holding down this kobold in the dirt.
Want to know? You know how he's just smiling, just like hey, yeah, it's like, hey, better him than me, and he's just struggling with a smile. Unfortunately, in the dark of the night, he looks more like a feral possum than a sweet cinnamon roll with a lot of teeth.
Yes.
God, y'all are terrifying right now.
We can't help it.
They're ambush predators,
absolute-
clearly.
We are.
The absolute drama kid in me had to bite my tongue not to start singing in the dark of the night.
Well, especially since both of them have like that reflective animal eye thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the 3 of us have done protection work before.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And the both of us are the super trash bros.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Saffy is gonna like kind of haul this kobold up onto their feet and just be like, I found them.
I see you found the Beltha dryer. Said that wrong. All right. Hand over the stuff, bud.
I'm gonna say hi, blood. Hi, door.
Can
The
we?
city girl out did it. No.
I'm really struggling to stay back
All right.
with them.
All right. You, Raphael Drynor, just hand the stuff over to which one of you bitches?
Not Ateris. Ateris is ready to
handle
murder.
this stuff.
They hand them over to that one.
Saffron and Rhaya come back, just like this poor kobold is now just like kind of hanging mid-air, like just arms full of stuff at this point in time. It's like, and just like this sly, sheepish grin on their face at this point. It's like, no hard feelings, right? Friends, pals, buddies.
You're gonna be lucky if they don't kill
You're
you.
too pathetic. Come here. I'm just gonna start taking stuff and already like fingers.
And it's covered in mud.
Yep, I'm already prestidigitating like everything as it's coming through. It's like one hand is it's like washing in a sink. You got the clean basin and the dirty basin. One hand is the take, presto, put it back in the box, and then just keep doing that.
Hey, was there anything that was dropped along the way?
God is distant.
The distant.
God
God is
is
the way.
Yeah, because I wasn't keeping effect with my dog, and he chewed up my earphones.
Oh, no.
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 It's just life.
They're like $20 shitty headphones.
Okay.
Okay.
But it still sucks.
Still sucks.
Yeah, but he's puppy, and so it's. Do I care more about the puppy interaction? Do I care more about the shitty headphones?
Fair.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Of what you see in terms of the, like for things that drop, you probably like a couple of like small things here and there. You would have seen probably like the, let's see, things that would have been of interest that would have caught your eye in some way, shape, or form. Probably a whisk could have been at least like 2 or 3 smaller knives. Make a perception check for me.
All right.
Nice.
No.
Okay, so that's dirty 20. The Delver's dice is doing well for me. I cannot wait for it.
You don't see anything in particular interesting that they dropped. However, one thing that you do see on the back of this kobold's shoulder looks to be like it's been tattooed along its back of what looks to be almost like the pattern of like a turtle shell.
Would that spark anything for Rhaya?
Nope.
So he was just, it's like the whisking of 2 knives he would just have behind his back and just stealthily just casting prestidigitation to desoil them. He would just lean over, look at the back of the kobold's back. It's like, what's this turtle right here?
Are you a follower? Are you a believer?
Oh.
It was like, can't really say. I've heard a lot in my travels. I've heard a lot of people claim about a lot of things. I might not have had the pleasure. Mind explaining to me?
We are in a deadly contested feud with our mortal enemies, those of Clan Pinchy. We are followers of the rotating shell, bearer of the word of the Axolotl, the true prophet.
Corben looks so done.
you just see Ryan's like, well, that's just lovely. And it's like, so I'm if Pinchy, am I to understand that the Pinchies, if I see a follow a Pinchy, there's going to be, it looks like a crab or something?
Correct. Those are the dreaded Red Island crabs.
Corben looks so done. He's just so done.
Crab people, crab people.
No,
Return to
Ryan
crab.
is doing his best not to laugh. Somehow he ended up in the middle of a kobold holy war. If it wasn't raining, he would definitely write this down. Actually, hold on. Wait, hey, Saffy?
Yeah.
Remind me. Okay, so it's raining right now, so remind me. Nighttime ended up finding kobolds who are part of holy war.
No, I'll definitely be giving you the rundown when it stops raining. Holy shit.
I am so glad Orion was never part of a kobold family.
Small mercies.
All right. So, what do we do with them now? Do we let them go?
I offered to help them figure out their fucking war, so I'll... If you guys want to... I know we have a mission.
You know?
It is the middle of the night, and these
know it's
are
the middle of the night.
thieves.
Oh.
They did not even steal the good things.
You know?
They just
kobolds.
made a mess.
Their
I
eyes
have
will
a
go
soft
wide and you
spot
hear the word
kobold.
good things.
Oh, no. Like this book right here.
That is just big thing filled with paper.
Yes, that
It is
the
not
good
sharp. It is heavy. Could
They
use
need
crush.
weapons.
If you touch any of my things, skinning will be back on the menu. As will you. Okay. Why are we
let's-
helping them?
They just need weapons. That's all they need. And kobolds don't exactly have the most smartest mentality of what a weapon can be sometimes.
Are you all friends with those within the village? We could use the aid of the herbalist. She has many potions.
You cannot handle this, Barney's potion.
What do you know about the herbalist?
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
What do you know of the herbalist in Oparl?
She is powerful magic user, able to brew many different spells into drinkable things, grow large, move fast, heal wounds,
Then why would she
heal
help
the
you?
sick.
Why would she help you?
She wouldn't.
Hmm. Do you think that might be a
We may
reason?
have taken things from her before.
Ah, you do not say. It is very surprising to hear.
Oh yeah, so surprising.
So you thought this would be better pickings?
Easier,
How did that work out for you?
not great.
No, it did not.
But there must be an answer. We must know who is the true prophet. We cannot let the pinches win.
Have you ever, like, agreeing to disagree?
They look horrified.
It's a holy war. Like,
Fair enough.
you get that, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I said I was kind of fully...
Hey, DM.
Okay.
How much does Rhaya... how much does Ateris know about kobolds in general?
Go ahead and make a religion or an arcana check.
Those are the kobolds
That
in the
hog is
background.
back.
The hog is back.
Hog is back. What role was that? Sorry.
You can go ahead and make a religion or an arcana check.
Hmm. 17.
Can I make a similar roll for Corben to understand?
Sure.
I was more thinking like as a creature rather than religion, but I did
Yeah.
roll a 17 for religion, so
I'll give you two different answers. So, are you rolling a religion or a arcana check, or what are you trying to understand about kobolds, Corben?
Corben's just trying to like understand why they do the things they do in terms of just like personality, being little gremlins,
Gotcha.
and like, you know, just get a vibe for their logic behind stealing the items they did, even if it unaware of outside of it just being a whole.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and so religion or arcana.
I got 16
For
arcana.
arcana. So technically, for the both of you would know is that kobolds typically worship dragons. Like any kobold, at least at least from the beginning, like believe and view dragons as gods. Like they are the be all end all in terms of their progenitor and the apex of the draconic races in any way, shape, or form. That includes kobolds, dragonborn, rage drakes, lindworms, wyverns, hydras, even anything at that point in time that is scaly and like is reptilian in some form of nature. Dragon is the apex of that situation. So for them, they very much so would want to be something that is as like approaching that as best they can. This also includes in some places like various different draconic species such as like dragon turtles and otherwise. But
Yeah,
in
that's the show.
but in places in which there are issues, and particularly in like for coastal areas where you have any display or dominance of power, kobolds are naturally drawn to that as well, because for them it's the strong might makes right in kobold society. Well, might or whoever's the smartest or is the most draconic looking. So for like them, like the smartest is kind of with each other that actually can lead the clan well to success. Strength just because like they are naturally bigger, stronger, and can push the others around, or can win fights in general, or make the clan actually seem like a threat. And then, or just in terms of natural, like looking like a dragon, and then naturally has those charismatic abilities. Like hence why like sorcerers are extremely powerful in terms of kobold societies, because they have that innate draconic talent at magic, and they have the ability to like typically like summon fire, which for that or otherwise for big kobolds is like a red dragon, you are blessed. So for these kobolds, definitely like one could like the worshiper speaking between these holy war is not necessarily about the sound that they are looking for a prophet, but definitely sounds like they are looking for them that there's this fight that is between like, or like this belief between a dragon turtle and a leviathan crab.
Okay.
Which for them, this are like two massively powerful creatures, and hence at this point in time, like for the two of them, at this point, it's like they were trying to worship and say, no, we should worship the dragon turtle. They're part of our ancestors. But the crab is just as big, if not bigger, and more dangerous. We've seen it sink ships.
The crab.
The crab.
So for them, kobolds are very much so driven by this belief and desire of might makes right and strength rules above all, in terms of the belief of trying to become like what they worship.
Okay.
So and you'll see like tattoos, kobolds will typically start adopting or mimicking different movement styles and similar in various different things in terms of the process to try and be more like those they worship.
Okay.
Like a bunch of kids playing dress up.
Basically.
I tend to be a little bit terrified about what happens if 3 or more kobolds actually have more than 3 brain cells between each other. They
Yeah,
call them
that's
common in Delarusk.
That's what I was sort of more aiming my query regarding. Essentially the capability of a big enough group of kobolds.
A big enough group of kobolds, when it has a good leader, an intelligent, good leader, strong leader behind it, can be quite, not devastating per se, but can be a huge hindrance for, is deadly to a town, to a village, and can be a massive issue for a town in a city. Primarily because kobolds are excellent trap makers, they are great burrowers and builders. There have been stories from where kobold clans have leveled whole city blocks because they've undermined because under the direction of a dragon, and you've seen like whole like buildings just collapse into these enormous sinkholes.
I just
So-
fucking hate kobolds.
And Ateris
So-
would know this, yeah.
And would know that, but that is like large group of kobolds with a single determined, very powerful and like mind or intelligence leading them at this point in time, as compared to most kobold groups, which are a nuisance at best.
Mm,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Theoretically, if we
Yeah.
could check out this group, make sure they will leave the town alone, and just like
mhm.
see what their leader is, because if it really is a dragon, then that might be more of an issue.
I also do not think we can deal with the dragon, but my
No,
other
not
concern,
at all.
I look down to Blurb and the rest of them.
Fleur, Borb, and Cork.
Blurb, Borb, and
I love them.
F-World.
One
How often do you steal from the herbalist within Oparl? How many times have you done that? Successfully.
Sorry, dog is going up your shoe.
Yeah.
The herbalist. Recently was and maybe they kind of mutter to each other, and they each hold up three finger. Well, each of their hold them the three clawed fingers, except the last one holds up two.
Okay.
So 6, 6, and 5
So in the last 5 weeks?
in other heads.
Okay. So you have stolen things twice in the last 5 weeks. And I turn to the rest of the group. We are dealing with a outbreak, not the plague, as he like pointedly looks at Saffy and Corben. A outbreak within Oparl. If these individuals have been stealing medical supplies from the herbalist there, and continue to do so as they do not seem interested in stopping, this could be the reason that Oparl is having the issue, but I don't know. I mean, it's a very small town, so depending on how much they were able to get, it could have caused a sizable dent, especially if we have 2 successes and how many failures? And he looks back to the kobold.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
There are no failures, according to Pupper.
apparently. The pupper.
So, no, but you said within the last couple of weeks we've stolen maybe 6 times from her.
And only 2 of those have
No, 2 times in the last recently. Beforehand we stole recently is past months. You can see one's like is straining their brain to kind of come
Okay.
up with
Do not-
accurate numbers.
Yeah, do not strain yourself. You only have 1 brain cell to work with. If it dies, then you take 2.
Dang.
So if we're looking at 6+ times, this could be a severe issue.
6 success, 4 fail.
10 total times. So that's 10 instances of disruption, 6 instances where supplies were lost.
She doesn't like us.
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I'd
understand
wonder why.
I look kind of down at my trunks that I've just been desperately trying to clean. If we're looking at this level of destruction every time they do that, I cannot use most of these bandages without boiling them ahead of time. If they were dealing with an outbreak, and on top of all of this, these little shits, they could have a serious problem that would make this outbreak get out of hand very quickly, which is why they have sent us. As much as I hate saying this, we may need to assist them so that they leave the town alone. However, this is with a permanent agreement, and I look down at the little kobold, that you stop fucking with shit in Oparl.
The three of them nod their heads.
I am a wizard. I will know about it, and I'm fully lying to them as I say this.
Make a deception check.
Cool.
I'll give
Can
you
I
advantage
use-
on this. Because
Can I use thaumaturgy on Alligan to enhance
make them seem
that?
competent.
Ryan is just going to just lean over Dr. Alligan's shoulder and just smile. Complete with thunder in the background.
Thank you for the assistance, because the first one was a 3, the next one was a 14. So 14.
14. They all rapidly nod their heads. Like they start off kind of like half-heartedly, and then they're like the thaumaturgy kind of like makes Alligan glow slightly around the edges, and then they all rapidly nod their heads.
Yes, so you will leave Oparl alone. No more stealing shit, and that means from people coming into Oparl as well. You will figure your shit out. I don't know, go into farming. Why does everybody default to religion?
That's a good question. I've been asking myself the same thing since I've gotten cut myself off. It's just like, never mind.
It takes so much more work to make
Can
a
I roll insight on
structure.
Corben?
Yes.
It takes so much more work to make a structure out of religion. Why not just, I don't know, like, go into farming to find a dragon turtle to befriend or serve?
That was a
Saffy's
15.
gonna get real close to the kobolds.
What were you doing?
You go first.
They were trying to get a kind of a reader feeling on you, Corben.
Oh, okay. Corben just, with what they're saying, seems to have gone lost in, like, a little bit of an anger and then cut themselves off, realizing, oh shit, probably shouldn't ramble like that. And seems to have just been more, like, stress response ramble. If that makes sense.
I'm so sorry, Fox. Please repeat that. I just want to make sure that you have the appropriate time for you.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I was, Saffy's just gonna get real close to the kobolds, and in a little bit of a whisper, just be like, "Listen, if you guys want to take shit, take it from a place you can actually take shit from. A small town like this, it's not worth it. Go to one of the bigger cities. People won't notice things go missing as much. Okay?"
One will kind of look around and kind of go towards you. But the bigger cities has more people with large stabby things.
Consider. Take the stabby things.
Their eyes go wide and sudden realization.
I swear to God, if you start a cult of, like, kobolds, a kobold thieves guild.
Saffy.
Wait.
None of you hear this?
No,
He's
this is
whispering.
totally out of
Yeah.
character.
This is the character, Saffy.
Everyone's like, Saffy, no. And character, I don't care for us. Like, Saffy, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
They kind of like looks quickly and like kind of like leans up to you. Where do you think the place we should go and steal the things from?
Holding their
What
shoulders.
are
Would he be hearing this conversation?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, because we're out of Dapplegate now, and Oparl's down there. So
Oh, that was awful roll. They got 5.
You do not. Unfortunately.
Okay.
You're kind of like
Corben's
more
just-
caught up in the conversation between the others, while and Saf is kind of
Yeah.
laying down, having this quiet, like kind of side to side.
Okay.
Just out of character for Saffy, like, Dapplegate's a large town, so it might not be a bad idea.
yeah, I was thinking Dapplegate, or if they want to go extra far, Galard. but
Yeah, not a bad one.
Gallard. I don't know how to really say it. Gallard.
Lord.
They wouldn't be suspected as much if it was Gallard.
Yeah, I think Saffy's just gonna point them towards. Okay, if you keep following the water, you're eventually gonna hit a place called Gallard. That should be a good place for you.
They kind of like very, very subtly nod their head. Okay. We believe you, Orange One. We will spread the word of the furry orange.
My name is Saffy. Actually, Saffron.
Saffron Phil.
Sure.
His eyes just light up, and it's just like, I love that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Spread the name of that. Yep, that's so good. He looks so delighted.
Corbin glances down. It's like, Saffy, what are you doing?
I think these guys are good. They're not going to take shit from me anymore. I had a stern talking to. Sticky fingers to sticky fingers, you know? I just gave him a little wink before I walked back over to Rhaya.
They all nod their heads.
Disappointed. Like,
Right. I was like, oh. It's like, don't worry about it, Cole. I'm pretty sure Saffy gave some good advice.
he just stares at them.
I give the best advice.
Blankly. Just stares at them blankly with like I don't trust you, but I'm too tired to actually question it. Like,
Wait. It's like, don't trust me.
I've known you guys for all of a week.
Yes, you know.
Yes, so you should trust us.
To be fair, we haven't stabbed each other. That's actually very good trust right there.
It is.
Honestly, I didn't expect it.
Considering the Forgotten Realms, that's actually a very good benchmark.
That is a good point. Yes.
All right. So there's a question: do you all let the 3 kobolds go, and they at this point in time, or do you all try to go back to sleep with them? Sleep at this point in time, or do you attempt to, or like, would you wish to try to recontact the kobolds and have a meeting place at a certain point in time?
Oh, I don't give a shit about these kobolds. Not really.
I mean,
Care
Corben, you were
because
just.
Corbin cares.
I mean, Corben, you were sort of the one who brokered this sort of deal.
I mean, we could meet up with them later and just figure something out. See if we can get them to like win their stupid battle and like leave this town alone or something. We'll help them. They leave the town alone. Win-win.
Ateris sort of clears her throat a little bit. I believe you said we might help. From what I gather, we've given a thorough warning, and I'm assuming Saffy has given them some advice on where elsewhere to go.
Oh, totally.
I would perhaps like to have a discussion amongst us before we commit to anything. Sans the small reptilian rodent.
That's fair. I can agree with that.
So we're all in agreement we're letting them go?
You
We'll let 'em go.
Oparl, yes?
Yes. That does not mean follow us.
No, but they will come and wait outside Oparl in 2 days. Yes? If you help us, you help them?
Oh,
I
that sounds
mean-
good.
It sounds all right to me.
Fine.
We have business in Oparl, so we need to deal with that first before we help. What that is. that you need.
Okay. Let's meet you in 2 days, and then you let us know if you help or not. Good. Oh,
Hungry.
yeah, he's hungry, so
We could take a break.
So
Yeah, this is
we're
actually
trying to
a
move
good
this on to
time for a break.
yeah.
That's
This
the
point in
perfect
time, so
yeah.
you let the 3 of them go, and then head off. And then as they head off into the woods, they give you a very quick, brief glance back before disappearing into the darkness, and you're all able to return to your long rest and complete it without issue. When the rain has stopped the next morning, but it is already hot and muggy. So we'll pick up there
Disgusting.
in about 20 minutes or so after I go feed this guy and give him some extra.
Yeah.
Right?
BRB.
BRB.
Be
BRB.
herb.
All right, Amy.
Hello, everyone. We are back after a brief break in which I had to feed a puppy and many other things and prevent it from destroying further things in my household.
Had to feed that
Who,
that boar that was in the wild.
who doesn't love a pet? Aren't they
Nice.
great?
Oh, did
I love
did,
it.
Yeah.
did I just see a warning is a disclaimer about us not being responsible for the headed is for the decapitation demonstration.
Yes,
Just
you can thank
random-
Ursa for that one.
I love that.
I put that in.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Oh.
some of them are just silly fun things, but pay attention to them. Some of them are actually in-game info. Here.
Hey,
Indeed. Which, speaking of which, I need to turn off the rain because while it is no longer raining, it is indeed now this point in time already as the sun is beginning to crest above the horizon, a very humid day.
Delightful.
The sun is lancing through the morning mists of Bedorn at this point in time. They lancing through the different trees, and you can see the mist in the air, and already the insects are about and buzzing in and about here and there. No fireflies, but dragonflies are already beginning to kind of skip through the air and catch mosquitoes and flies, and others begin to kind of zip, dart, and bits and pieces around. You can see birds of all different sorts like chirping, and wildlife is certainly vibrant and abundant here in Bedorn. But you'll come to consciousness, no longer any other issues throughout the night in and of itself. You're all able to complete a long rest without any issue. And the first night truly on the road is now behind you. So, you're all packing up your morning stuff at this point in time and kind of like slowly coming to this sticky realization of being in a humid environment of just bleh. But you're able to get out on the road once more without too much issue. The road themselves are a bit muddy in places, but overall it's not a terrible traveling situation as you head once more on the road towards Oparl.
Alligan is gonna take out insect repellent and just start slathering it on and just like, I hate it here.
Ateris is fixing the horse ready to go. She has a shiny new compass locket around her neck.
Also,
it
Cole, you'll
is-
have to tell me later your reaction to the letter.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that in break.
Tell me later.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't read it on stream, but oof. Okay. She has a little bit of a I think anyone really paying attention to Ateris would see that she's got a little bit of a flush to her cheeks this morning and a little bit of a pep in her step, despite her usual sturdy appearance. But yeah, she sort of gets the cart ready for the morning and has her shiny new locket. And I think when we are like back on the road, she is going to want to actually speak to the rest of the party.
Right? Rhaya, Saffy, or Corben, is there anything the three of you wish to do on this morning while you're breaking camp?
Not particularly.
Saffy is giving detailed account of everything that happened last night to Rhaya to write down now that it's not raining.
right. Yeah. and right,
Everything
so it's
except for what Saffy whispered to the kobolds. He's keeping
Okay.
that close to chest for now.
Okay.
Secrets.
Okay. I guess. And also, Saffy, did they call you something weird? I thought I heard your name, but it was kind of off. What did they call you?
Oh, they didn't call me anything.
Okay. I believe you. Just
I
like
believe you.
I mean,
Just
when
like-
you're talking about a dude with memory issues.
Just immediate, like, yep, that sounds right.
Mhm.
it's like, all right, so Ryan would go ahead and write that down. That is like, got everything, and we just dot for a new day. And it's like, aside from that, he would try to just are the dragonflies getting angry close to them instead of Dr. Alligan?
I would say probably. That's interesting.
Like just as
Probably not towards either Rhaya or to Saffy. They probably actually are, well, at least before Alligan puts on the bug spray and like slathering on at the point in time, the mosquitoes would actually probably be very attracted to Alligan at that point in time. But right now, a lot of them are appearing to be going for like Corben.
Hey, Alligan, what blood type are you?
That's a good question.
Why do you ask?
Because
He's just like holding his arms like in a T pose as he's like drying the salve on his arm.
Because depending on diet as well as certain blood types, insects will be more attracted to you. You haven't been eating a lot of potassium before we left on this journey, were you?
Can't recall if I had a significant amount of it, but maybe.
Oh, I actually wrote this down. Dr. Alligan had a banana.
I did have a banana on the boat. That is the thing that happened.
That's
Had them in a bin.
next time we stop to get fruit, avoid the bananas. High potassium just encourages them.
At a Corben, and he'll pass over the salve. Because you can
What
buy
is this?
bug spray at D&D Beyond.
What is
no, they-
the salve?
What is? I
It's
need
like
to know.
literally
Is it-
insect repellent salve.
Is it like
Love that.
citronella?
Yes.
Basically,
Oh
What
no.
is citronella?
Immediately, Saffy is gagging at the smell.
Yeah. It
Fun
is
fact,
specifically
both-
Right.
salve.
Yeah, fun fact, both cats and possums are easily repelled by citronella.
yeah.
Oh.
You as well would be like,
Okay. Wait, okay.
Oh, gross.
So
Why? Why?
as soon Raya's just going to he is about to cover his nose with a scarf, but before it does, they were hovering around a Corben before Corben started putting on a repellent, right?
yes.
Mhm.
Can Raya roll to grab?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
All right, here I go.
Please don't
Oh, boy.
please.
DC is pretty high.
Please don't hurt me.
Oh no.
Is it a natural 20?
It's a natural 20 for 26.
Oh.
Fucking go!
Which is good because the DC to catch one of those is a 20. So
Cool.
Dragonfly.
Raya just
roll me a D6.
Okay. That's a 2.
Hold on a second here.
So what kind of bugs were these again?
Dragonflies.
Oh, okay. Corben doesn't seem to care about the dragonflies.
As you reach out and grab like this pristine, like shimmering blue one at this point in time, your hand like kind of like darts out to grab it at this point. You like kind of find encapsulating out of your hand at this point. You feel this light tingling sensation coming from inside your hands.
Huh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
You're getting bit.
Is it a disease
Oh,
or
no.
is it a poison?
It is neither.
Okay. Oh, okay. Constitution, right?
Yep.
12?
Okay, so that makes it so you will take 1 point of lightning damage
Oh, what?
as you kind of like as you all see like kind of the inside like of like Raya's hands like smoke suddenly, and the fur on them all kind of just like puff up suddenly as and you hear kind of like what sounds like this sharp staticky electric pop coming from in the interior of his hands.
Would Ateris
Is
smell
it
burnt
built-
hair?
You would.
What is that?
Huh.
So Corben wasn't going to put on the salve originally. He was gonna be like, I can suck it up. But then he saw that. I was like, I'm putting this on just immediately.
Just immediately started helping them, being like, "We need to get these bugs off. I swear to God, this is why I don't leave the city."
Okay.
help me.
Would
Like,
Ryan have encountered these before?
Ryan, no, because I don't. Because I can't remember if your mentor had brought you down to Oparl. I don't think so. If he did, it was a single time, very, very long time.
And I probably would. But is it still alive in my hand?
It is still alive. You can still feel it moving
cool.
around.
Oh, cool! Awesome. Yeah. He bites into it.
oh,
Rhaya!
Okay. As you kind of like open up this point in time, you can see now, like as you're about to like bite into it, that it's glowing blue. As you, you're just going to take 3 points of lightning damage as you just, and you just see these sparks of electricity like flash in your mouth for a moment before its body is crunched.
This reminds me of a fanfic I read.
oh, you son of a bitch! Why?
Why did you do that?
Ateris and Alligan can both go ahead and make Arcana checks.
Yes, please.
It's bugs. Bugs are usually good to eat. What?
Rhaya,
You
hurt your hand.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, good, because I got a 12.
Alligan, you're not sure as to why. Ateris, you would probably know this, probably like if you have food here, but that many of, particularly like the dragonflies here, well, they're because of their various different shades and because of the magical menageries of creatures and beasts that were here within this area. There are many different beasts in one of that had, because of the sundering and the spell plague and similar, took on various different magical properties. The dragonflies here have taken on some of the partial effects of chromatic dragons. So in terms of, like the dragonflies are there. Each one there's like they're white, blue, green, red, and black, and each one is partially imbued with this magical energy that would normally be associated with chromatic dragons.
I would advise perhaps avoiding snacking on the local wildlife. At least the insects. Spell Plague did a number on those things. Unless, of course, you'd like to try one of the red ones next. I'd avoid the black. She's got a slight smirk on her face. I think she'd then continue. However, if you are after mild, perhaps sparking ingredients, the red ones are good for starting fires.
Ryan would just like head tilt curiously, and then we just open his book and just write it down.
Your tongue is numb, by the way.
Thanks for that. I don't know about you. I'm gonna walk outside. I can't be by either of you two right now. He just gestured at Alligan and Corben, and he just start walking outside along with the carriage.
Fair enough.
As Saffy's gonna follow, but also gonna try and grab like maybe 2 more dragonflies with claws through the wings, so he's like not touching them as much.
Sure. Are you trying to grab any particular colors?
There's like a white one.
There is indeed a white one. You only see one, white one, but you do see a white one.
That's fine. That's fine.
And as you kind of like see it moving around, there's this light haze that kind of follows it around it. You can almost like you see this, a few kind of like droplets in the air just crystallize and turn to frost before they actually melt back into rain as they fall back into the once more.
Cool.
I'm
gonna.
Yeah, then you see it kind of like goes up towards like a fly at this point. And like the fly slows like in and around this aura as it just like snatches it out of the air. Sure, go make a sleight of hand check.
Please. Oh, geez. Louise, that's cocked. Thanks, Revere. Oh! Ah! I rolled an 18. Sleight of hand? That makes it 24.
So with Neria, you're able to kind of grasp it. You can see the wings at this point in time no longer kind of like beating moving as you're kind of holding either. But you can definitely feel kind of the whole aura in and around at this point in time.
It's almost nice in comparison to the muggy weather.
Very much
and I'm gonna trot over to Rhaya, and while Rhaya's writing in his book, I'm just gonna gently place it and be like, squish it, and then you can have a sample.
Okay.
I let go.
All right, I squish.
What are you squishing it with?
I am not going to squish it with my hand this time. I am
Yeah, close the
actually.
book.
Use the book.
Oh.
Yeah, like close the book.
Hold on. No. Okay, wait a second. He's gonna take out his now one of his decks of decreasing cards, and he's gonna take out two cards. And he's going
Okay.
to squish them in between the cards.
Okay, that will destroy the two cards. Well, as basically they're like basically become frost just kind of encapsulates over the two of them at this point in time.
Okay.
So they can at this point in time they break and shatter easily, but you have squashed flat this dragonfly.
Okay, cool. And then with that, I go ahead and just put the dragonfly crest in today's entry.
Okie dokie.
Question:
Yes.
Is there a bronze one by any chance?
There is not. There's only chromatics.
Okay.
Primarily because chromatics represent more of the elemental energies, and those are
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can I have Saffy and Ateris and Rhaya all make perception checks, since you three are the ones that are most out of the cart with the whack?
Gotcha.
16.
15. What?
The message D just sent in the chat. I'm dying. Sorry. I'm screenshotting that and sending it to him.
No.
Perception check. Can do. 17.
17. All right. All three of you would hear off to the side, which sounds that's breaking through kind of this morning from as you begin to see the village, the five mountains that mark kind of like the circumference of the village of Oparl. You would all hear kind of this scream coming off from the left hand side, just slightly into the forest.
Like scream of terror.
Scream of terror, pain, and scream for help.
Ateris is going to pull the reins to a harsh stop, and can I roll insight on that?
Sure.
Or nature. I want to discern whether this is a trap.
It would be probably an insight check at this point for that.
Okay.
Can I assist
You may.
in any way? Yeah.
Or you can make your own check at that point in time, because you would probably kind of get a more of an animalistic sense.
What's your
Sure.
pluses on this?
Okay.
My insight is +7.
Okay, mine's plus.
I'm assisting Saffy.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, geez, she danced a bit. That is a 16.
Okay.
That is a 26.
For both of you, it
Nice.
sounds like a genuine scream for help.
Alright.
And for you, Ateris, you would also hear what sounds like an overly large croaking.
Is anyone is anyone like closest to the front of the cart or sitting on like the front steering seat with me at the moment?
Two who are the closest technically would be like Rhaya and Saffy, because they are walking off to the side of the cart. And then it's you, and I don't know where Alligan and Corben
I'm
would be.
just gonna sit next to a terrace in the front.
Ateris is going to throw you the reins and is instantly off and jumping off. Hitch the horse, then join us.
Ateris, I don't know what to do with horses. Okay.
Oh,
Do you need some help? Alligan, I can help you.
I can figure it out. They are like
Okay.
dogs.
Okay.
way to mansplain things, Dr. Clounigan.
All right, so Ateris is running off into the woods. Rhaya and Saffy following him, or they're
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right, so Ateris is first, like Rhaya and Saffy are right behind. Alligan and Corben are taking a moment in order to. So you two will show up here in a moment. Ateris, Raffi, and Rhaya and Saffy. Raffi.
Yeah.
Is that, is
Ship
that the
name,
for
ship
us
name,
now?
ship name, ship name.
Ship
The
names.
three of you would kind of like see kind of coming up through the woods at this point in time. In the middle of the kind of this bog water. Actually, here I'll just show you on the map.
Ooh, map time, map time.
First battle map
Ooh,
of the
frog,
game.
frog, frog.
You'd see as this as you kind of like running through the woods and kind of just coming across this large kind of bog at this point in time. Looks to be an enormous toad that has kind of like hefted itself up out of the murky waters at this point in time and struggling in its mouth. And you would just see like with one final gulp, you see a person's head and upper body and hand just be pulled and sucked into their gullet before it kind of blinks. What do you all do?
Ateris is
Rushing.
going to pull out their bow and arrow and cast Hunter's Mark on the frog.
All right. Then could I have everyone go ahead and roll initiative, please?
Initiative.
Including me and Alligan, or not yet?
You two can go ahead and roll initiative. You'll be joining on the second round.
What
Where
is
would
that?
you like us to add that?
I will go ahead and add that here. Like, I'm just putting it on. Nope, that isn't correct.
Alligator.
Uh,
So we have Raffi
I-
as a ship name. What's Alligan and Ateris's?
I literally had this in my notes earlier. I had
Again.
a Alaris or a Terrigan. Those were the two, and then next to it in caps was what is the ship name of these fruits? So I've been thinking about it.
Because like in the time that we've been between session 0 and 1, we've come to the conclusion these two absolutely are just practically married.
We are not married.
Yet.
You have to go to a temple for that.
They're just roommates.
you
We're
can go to a
just-
government.
They
You
were
don't have
roommates.
to go to a temple for this. Do you think Ateris would like set foot in a temple?
I mean, that would.
All right. 15 to 20 or 20 to 15. Excuse me.
20.
I got. Are you saying initiatives now?
Well, I'll ask for so 20 to 15, 15 to 10.
I got
13.
10.
I got above a 20.
Oh, you got above a 20. All right.
Damn.
So what was your score then, Rhea?
Fucking
I
rogues.
rolled a nat, so that's 24. I'm going to need that. I am going to need that desperately later on.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then so Corben, you were a 10. Alligan, you were,
12.
and Saffy,
13.
13. All right. And then I need codes.
Codes, as in plural.
Oh no.
Luckily, they do go last. So,
Okay.
all right. So, I'll be casting of the Hunter's Mark. So, Rhaya, you are up first.
All right. So, Rhaya is going to run up here. Then is like move max 30 feet. He's going to let loose a few more of his playing cards.
Okay.
And he is going to try to throw one at the toad.
All right. Go ahead, and make an attack.
Let's see. What is my plus to hit?
It's either your dexterity or your strength.
No, yeah, it's plus 6. So does a 19 hit?
19 will hit. These are toads. They are not particularly hard things to hit.
Okay, cool. All right. That's a 1. So that's 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
Okay. And can I throw another one as a bonus action?
Are you able to throw a second one as a bonus action?
Actually, no, wait. No, I'm thinking this is Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry. Oh god.
Baldur's Gate
Oh
strikes
god,
again.
no.
Too much Baldgate.
Too much Ballgate. Aside from that, the only other thing I would try to do is I'm going to, let's see. Oh! I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action.
Sorry, could you tell me
dash.
the damage once more? My apologies.
Oh, it was 5.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bonus action dash right around here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw one card face down and then my turn.
Okie dokie. Ateris, you're up.
Okay. He's going to. So I already said that I cast Hunter's Mark. Yeah.
Yes, you
in
did. I
that
have you marked.
in that case, Ateris is going to run up to that point there, and is going to then shoot another arrow at this thing.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Is 15?
15 will hit. Go ahead and make your roll your damage. You do have your Hunter's Mark up, so it does the additional d6.
So that is 10 points of damage with the Hunter's
10
Mark.
points of 10 points of damage as the arrow falls after the dart at this point in time, just and like kind of like puncturing into the side of the giant toad at this point in time.
Did my Hunter's Mark count as a pre-initiative?
Yes,
action?
that's what triggered the initiative.
Sweet. Then in that case, he's going to use second thing, and cast Zephyr Strike on this thing. It's my bonus action.
Okie dokie.
Which means,
Your movement speed is double, or in attack against you have attack against you have disadvantage. Opportunity attack against you have disadvantage, and then you can use a bonus action at one point later on in order to trigger it, which deals additional force damage and doubles roll.
should have done that before I did my attack. But,
All right. Anything else?
No, that's everything.
Saffy, you're up. As you see this large kind of like wobbling beast like shaking off the muck going to the water, the dart and then the arrow like punching into the hide.
Yes. I almost left the call instead of unmuting myself. I am going to use feline agility to get myself all the way over to around here.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch it. Yeah. Actually, wait. First, I'm actually gonna claw it, and then I'll punch it.
Okay.
So, claws. 11 to hit.
11 is its armor class.
Oh shit! Okay. Cool.
You hit.
Yippee! All right. So that is 6 points of slashing damage to it.
All right. The claws sink deep into the hide, although they're just barely able to catch purchases in front, but they catch a nodule and just.
Nice. And then bonus action. You know what? Bonus action flurry of blows. I'm gonna use one of my key points.
Alrighty.
So that is
Go ahead and make two unarmored attacks.
So 2. Okay, so first one is that's a natural 1. Nope, that whiffs it.
Oof.
And the second one, oh wow, I'm rolling like garbage. 12 12. Actually, I think that just makes it.
12 will hit, yes.
Yes. Okay. Sick. Four. Whatcha? So that is another 6 points of bludgeoning damage this time.
Alrighty. So you can see two heavy the lacerations at this point in time. Much of the body is now kind of like sagging. It's beginning to bleed and trying to like wriggle itself down into the mud once more to kind of cover itself from the assaulting blows. But it's not quite dead, unfortunately.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alligan and Corben, both of you would spend your full actions and movement to get onto the field at this point in time, so you'll be able to act this turn.
Okay. Hitch the horse.
Hitch the horse safely out of the way, but you two will now be arriving here on the field. Meow.
Good to know.
Okay, and then with a hideous kind of croak and kind of shifting and shaking of water, a second toad emerges from the muck.
Well, that's too close.
Alligan and Ateris, who likes evens, who likes odds?
I'll go on.
Odds.
Oh, okay, I'll go even then.
It is going for Ateris.
Okay.
So
Probably the better.
10,
Out of the
15,
two of us, yeah.
20, 25, 30. Just fine. No, it is just out of reach. So it is going to use its action to dash to and hop directly next to you and begin to kind of like just open its mouth, begin to an attempt to start to bite, but cannot do so this turn. This one here is going to turn around and attempt to bite Saffy. It's like maw opening wide,
Oh boy.
and that is a 20 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you have the range for it?
How do I check?
So what is the range of the spell?
Silvery barbs is 60 feet.
Then yes, you are within range.
Yeah.
Ooh, just.
Okay, so
And I'm giving advantage to Saffy.
In the top left-hand corner of your screen, there should be like a ruler symbol. You can
So
use that
roll
to
this.
measure.
So did roll this 17, which is even better than its previous roll. So the 15 will still hit. So Saffron, you still
Yeah.
take 13 points of piercing damage and 6
How
points
many?
of poison damage.
Whoa. What was that first number?
13 piercing and 6 poison. So 19 total.
Oh,
So
I see. Saffy's looking real hurt.
Okay.
and you are currently grappled as the
Oh,
its fight is now kind of like down. It's kind of like it's the maw opens up wide and just this enormous just is now like bitten onto you, and you can feel like it's trying to pull you into its stomach now at this point in time. You are
Saffy just
currently
coughs up blood.
you are grappled and restrained currently.
And
But that is it for its turn. Rhaya, you see your compatriot get almost fully devoured in one bite. What do you do?
It's go time. So Rhaya is immediately going to draw both of his short swords and get over, and technically it's like there it is. I have an ally in another square threatening it, right?
You would, except for the fact that Saffron they are restrained. They're technically not, they don't give you advantage, but you can make it because they are within 5 feet of it.
Okay. So with that, he's going to he's going to flip a bit to get a bit of momentum in his slash, and here I go rolling. That's a 14 plus 6, that's a 30.
Yeah, you need 11 to hit. Yeah, that does
Okay.
hit. So go ahead and
All
roll your
right.
damage plus your sneak attack.
All right, so that is 1d6 plus 4, so that is okay. That is a 10 and plus the sneak attack, right?
Yes.
That's three sneak attack damage. So that's 13.
13. As you like lunge forward and dash forward, you use the back of the creature at this point to springboard up and come slamming down, blade driving into the back of the skull with a heavy twist. And you hear the skull pop in itself, and the blade drives into the cranium, and it sags with a into the ground, dead.
Hey, it's like, Saffy, you okay, buddy?
Ow. Ow.
Saffy, you're no longer restrained.
Yay.
Cool. All right. So if I were to do another, I would use it. I would for the rest of my action, I would try to pry the sword up to see if the person who got swallowed is still alive.
Sure. I would say, well, you can use your bonus action at that point to at least open the mouth, and it will allow them to crawl out. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Ateris, you're up.
All right. Ateris is switching over to her scimitars.
If you're speaking, you may be muted.
Whoops. Ateris is switching over to her scimitars.
Okay.
Now that this thing is on her. And is going to use both attack and bonus attack to slash at this thing.
All right.
There's cool weapon fighting, baby. The first one is a 12. The
12 will hit.
second one is a 14.
12 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. 10 and a 7.
And then the 7, 2 heavy like slashing blows into this one, into the carving along the hide. It's a thick, rubbery, almost like kind of like oily mass at this point, but it's a hefty guard creature, but you definitely do a heavy blow to it.
Beautiful.
Anything else?
Other than that, she's just going to sort of call out to Alligan and Corben. Ranged attacks would be nice, you two.
I don't
Saffron.
have any range.
You're up.
Oh, Saffy's hurting a lot right now, but he is going to reach onto his belt and fire just some random piece of, like a stone or something with his sling,
Sure thing.
because he does not want to get close to this thing again. Okay. 6. Ooh, that is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Oh, okay. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
You see the rock at this point in time that come flick around and go and just launch itself like right into the face. It just, you can hear the kind of the crack of bones.
Woo!
Anything else for you?
And Saffy's going to just kind of shift just to be on land.
Okay.
And he's good.
Alligan, you're up.
Before the end of Saffy's turn, can I like motion them to come towards me?
Not with a giant toad in the brush in the way.
Gotcha. Okay. I am going to break a stick in between my hands, roll it between my fingers, and point at this toad in front of me and cast Witch.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make an attack. Oh, I will say, so for you, Saffron, you did have advantage on your last attack, so you can go ahead and roll that with advantage if you so wish. That's the silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Just to see if you get a crit or not.
Yeah.
Yes, let me check.
Take that tasty advantage.
That's an 18. So
yeah,
not
no
a crit, but still hits.
Still hits.
18 to hit with the Witch Bolt.
Will hit.
That is 4 points of lightning damage.
And you disconnected tether between Alligan and the toad at this point in time, just sparking like a Tesla coils, like electrifying and barbecuing the exterior skin.
And then I am going to move my full movement towards.
Okay.
At the end of my turn.
All right. Corben, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move my full movement towards Toad. So like
So you only need to move 15 feet closer to it, so you have plenty of movement.
perfect. Yeah, move 15 feet. And then I'm gonna, as I'm walking, pull out, both my rapier and a dagger, and slash it with my rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and roll d20 and add your dexterity and proficiency bonus.
That is a 16.
Will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Awesome.
D8 plus your dexterity.
It is. Oh shit! I got a 10. Oh wait,
10
plus my
points.
dexterity.
Yes. Well, see,
Yeah,
it's
10.
it's 10.
Yeah,
All
10.
right. The rapier skewers through the beast. It's still alive, but barely. You can see like blood like, kind of coming out of different wounds at this point in time. It is moving sluggishly.
Cool. And that ends mine.
Okie dokie. It is the toad's turn. Although with the aid from Rhaya, like kind of pulling open the mouth, there is looks to be like an individual kind of like dressed in fairly light or like dark clothing at this point in time is able to pull themselves out from the inner workings of the northern toad. They look fairly worse for wear, but they are alive. This one here is going to attack Ateris because it's dealt most damage to her at that time, and is going to does an 18 hit?
It does.
Then you will take 8 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage as the jaw just clamps down onto you.
Okay.
But that ends its turn. You are grappled and restrained. Rhaya, you're up.
So I see that person okay, Saffy is okay, but now Ateris is grappled.
Sure.
So,
You
and
can't attempt to kill steal the second one. It looks pretty bad.
no, Rhaya is getting a little bit desperate. So he leaves one sword in the toad and rushes to the other one while scraping his claw on his sword while running, making a noise that gets louder and louder, and then it glows as as soon as Rhaya gets to it, he casts Booming Blade
All
and
right,
stabs it.
go make an attack.
Nice.
All right, so that's going to be. Oh dear. 5 plus 6 is it 11 hit?
11 just hits. 11 is their armor class. How would you like to do this?
Okay. So, oh my god. So
First one.
as Rhaya goes through, he remembers his mentor doing this spell countless times. He seems to glide across that last 5 feet, stabbing center mass with the blade, twisting, and then as he pulls out, he slams the flat of it against the toad, and a thunderous roar just sounds inside of it like an explosion.
In terms of a world where cause and effect is the greatest multiplier, the slight ringing left on the blade as it drives forward and slaps against the side of the beast at this point in time, almost like a slight tuning fork ringing out against in the world of itself. The vibration grows powerful and almost like seems to ripple across the skin, and nothing shows in the body at first, but as the blade penetrates into the side, it's begins to violently shake, and you can hear bones creak and crack from the interior at this point in time. And with a sudden, and just this vomiting of stomach, just out onto a viscera, and like letting go of Ateris, and who just gets covered in just gore at this point. Is it basically bursts out its own interior system as the force of this explosive air just piling out allows it to just become free of itself, and before it sags finally to the ground.
Gross.
And we are out of initiative.
Oh, dang.
We did it.
Running over to Saffy.
You did baby's first
Oh, yeah.
combat.
Running over to the very hurt cat.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey,
So you
welcome back.
do consent to healing.
What the fuck? Why are you running at me so fast? What? Healing?
Consent to healing? Yes or no?
Raya's
Yes.
Ateris is right next there. He's checking up on Ateris. Oh dear.
So Alligan kind of taking a moment to just like put 2 fingers to Saffron's pulse point to just kind of like check his vitals. I would like to make a sleight of hand check.
Sure thing.
Be subtle about this.
What? Can I roll to see if I
You may.
see
You
it,
can go
or
ahead and
would
make
this be
either perception or investigation check.
I'll just do a perception. $16 perception.
Oh, that's a 19 plus.
You do not
going on?
see it.
I don't see shit.
Alligan is healing Saffy at this point in time.
He's doing
okay.
something sus.
So Saffron, you don't see this, but I think you would see the results of it as they're rather obvious. As Alligan takes one hand on your wrist, the other one on your neck, you don't see the tattoo on his wrist begin to glow as his hand infuses with light. But you do see Alligan pale immediately, as if he is the one who has that wound. And just kind of, all right, okay, it worked, great. Do you feel, and I'm going to cast my healing spell on you.
What the fuck is Alligan up to? Oh god.
That is 10 points of healing.
Whoa. Okay.
Ateris would know that Alligan is doing this, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ateris
Ateris
probably
is
would, but
ignoring-
Ateris...
Ateris is ignoring
Good.
her own injuries and like going over to just kind of be there in case she needs to catch Alligan.
Yeah, he kind of stumbles slightly and he's like, oh, a lot of adrenaline in the system. You look better. Your pulse is more steady.
And then Alligan, you turn and look over at Ateris, and they are just covered in blood and gore.
Oh,
Right.
shots, you look terrible. And I'll just, taking Presto and just like cleaning them off. I'm out of, you know, and he claps his hands and,
I've
but I
had
can at least clean
worse.
you off. Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm not doing great.
Yeah, can I try and sort of figure out what just happened?
Sure, make an
What-
insight check.
Okay.
Can't sit.
Raya's kind of
Okay.
10.
Corben's so confused, but he's
And
walked
you're-
over to the others as well.
10. You
Raya's
are
still-
successful in maintaining consciousness.
Success.
would
I got an 18 insight.
Alligan, if you want to message Saffy as to what they see, or like probably get the idea of what they did.
He just looks like sweaty, pale, like he is unwell.
Ateris
he's
has
kinda
a
like-
hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, without Ateris's hand, you notice that anytime that they lift it up to do something, he kind of lists slightly to the side. And it's just like, yes, good success. Did it. Yes.
Raya, now that everything has calmed down, is walking towards the woman that he saved and just retrieving his other short sword.
And she's just kind of
Before-
like lying flat out on the ground on her back at this point in time, and just like just breathing heavily.
So,
Ah.
you, Toads, am I right?
I'm alive.
Yes, that's
I was
usually
almost
what the,
frog food.
yeah, you are alive. That's usually what the breathing hyperventilating means. But, what were you doing out here?
What everyone else out here is trying to do, not to get noticed. Excuse me a moment. And they just turn her over and just barf.
Understandable.
Fair enough. Poor thing.
Who? Possum?
Kind of brown,
Cat.
but yeah.
Tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of like shift and move their cloak and kind of into back. And it's probably about a girl with kind of mousy, a little bit mousy on like kind of features, like kind of like a sharp upturned nose, a little bit, probably like a cracked half moon spectacles that are like taped in the middle. There's scar, like kind of a lengthy scar across one cheek at this point in time. Hair that's probably a little bit more kind of this mixture of pale brown into like with strips of blonde. Probably about a 14, 15-year-old. Not entirely sure in terms of like whether they're female, but they definitely look as though they've lived a harder life. Who are all of you? I certainly wasn't expecting to be saved.
Call me Raya. Just passing through adventurer.
Oh, you're not one of the normal lot, are you?
Who?
Ponderos, Kilgar Siggers, go here to try your next hand at finding what is within the various different palaces that are sunken within the marsh.
But oh, no.
You're not here for the money.
Oh no.
I
I'm here-
wish.
We're here for protection. We're here to protect. To protect someone at the moment. We're here because people need medical help. Was it?
Yes, they are protecting me, and I am the Mantic Man.
Make a persuasion check. This is Ryan, not Alligan.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. Make a persuasion check. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Hold on.
I believe in you. Believe in the me
That's
that
a
believes in you.
21.
Let's go.
Hey.
Good rolls today.
I am not going to like the last roll I make with this thing, am I?
No.
No.
I was going to say that I'm a master lord of Waterdeep, but I suppose that's a first time for everything, for there to actually be helpful people out here in Oparl.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm helpful. If you had met my friend, it's 50-50. Depends on if he likes you or not.
We are doing the
Which-
helping.
Friend, in quotation
Say hi.
marks. You can like hear the quotation marks in the air.
Yeah, it's like my best buddy. Say hi, Saffy.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, it looks like we're in the same boat.
Yeah, I didn't see the stomach. That's all you. You get that reward. It's a nasty, disgusting, slimy little reward, but
Please
you get it.
don't stop. Oh. And they
Oh,
kind
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go pat their back. Yeah, no.
Oh.
We're traveling
It's
with a
mainly
couple
the
of-
smell that's the worst thing. Oh god, they're fancy creatures.
Can I
If it's
kind of get? Oh, yeah. Sorry, you go.
it's like if it's the smell, you mind if I try something real quick?
Yes.
Okay. So Rhaya closes his is like so Rhaya just closes.
I said
his
yes, I
eyes.
do mind.
Oh no! Oh! Okay. All right. Okay.
Please don't get to take this the wrong way, but I don't know you.
Yeah. Don't just randomly be casting magic. Come on.
Real quick, while they're having this conversation, Corbin's gonna walk up to Ateris and Alligan and kind of like notice the wounds on Ateris and cast a healing word.
Thank you. Ateris is quiet and not saying anything about it, but has quite a sizable like series of bite marks across the middle of her body right now.
You can see
You
her,
get
there's a ribbon.
4.
That is good enough.
And yes, for you, Fox, what were you going to say?
I want to get a look at this person. Did we get a name? Did we ask for her name at all?
You've not asked for their name.
Yeah. So Saffy's just gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Saffron. You can call me Saffy. All my friends call me Saffy. What's your name?"
Triv.
Like
Trivilia,
TR.
but Triv. TRIV.
I'll spell that later.
Yeah, I don't like.
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, Trivilia is
Lovely
kind
to
of
meet you.
pretentious, just like Triv.
Completely understandable. I am literally named after a spice. Can I kind of gauge sort of the vibe of this girl? See if she has any familiar jewelry, anything like that.
Sure, go ahead and make a insight check.
Is this a special insight check that I can make?
This would be a special insight check because you're just trying to get a familiar vibe of people.
All right. What did we?
Well, that's why your insight's at +7 instead of the plus.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 17.
17. The vibe you're feeling is wary, a little scared.
Understandable.
Doesn't feel scared, like slightly scared of you, but doesn't feel. But you don't feel. Get the feeling that the fear is not directed at any of you. Maybe a little bit of Rhaya because they were doing something that they weren't sure of, but
Okay.
This is kind of more of a feeling like someone who's trying to be out of a place that just at least for like a period of time, or just like so they're out and away from something.
Okay.
Look, make a medicine check for me real quick with that.
Okay. Oh, okay. And medicine. That is a dirty 20.
You would see that a lot of their hands particularly have like super heavy calluses on them, like to the point of like this is someone who's been working every single day of their life for as long as they can remember, and not easy work.
Hmm.
And you would probably also catch along there probably like upper arm, what looks to be like a bruise grab.
Hmm. You I'll lower my voice a little bit. You looking to get to Oparl because you getting away from someone?
Make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage.
Oh yay, good. -3. Oh no. Please roll better than that. Oh, thank goodness. So I rolled a 17 -3, 14.
14. More just staying out of sight for the point in time. I'll have to work later anyway, so but wasn't expecting to get eaten by a fucking toad in the swamp.
Yeah. I mean,
The Paul's where I'm at don't really have other places to go, and roof over the head ain't.
I get you. Look, we're heading into town. Let me ask the others if they're like, in one piece. Maybe we can all kind of go as a group. I'll ask my friends.
Sure.
Safety in numbers, blah 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 blah. You know
They
how
kind
it
of
is.
pull their legs up to their chest and kind of put their arms around this thing. Kind of like sit down for a moment. I'm just gonna take a moment to make
You
sure
do
to remind
that.
myself that I ain't dying.
Yep. Yes. You do that. I'm gonna. Saffy starts scuttling over, grabs Rhaya by the arm.
Rya's gonna wave. It's like, pleasure to meet you. What was your name again?
Triv.
Triv.
Thanks.
Her name's Triv.
Thank you, Triv. That's easy to remember. That should be easy to remember. Triv.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, write it down anyways. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the other three and just be like, we all in one piece? Is the
I think
doctor
so.
still on his feet?
You hear
Enough.
Ateris pop a red back into place.
Ugh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
disgusting.
mood.
Do you need to sit down, Mulder?
So a new
You're
friend
so
Triv
good.
over there. Yeah, a new friend Triv over there is also just trying to get to Oparl.
They can need to ride with us.
That's what I was thinking. I wanted to ask you all.
Yeah.
If that's all right, if we just walk together, power numbers and all that.
I'm not opposed.
They're just a kid. Get them in the
Yeah.
cart.
Put them in the truck.
Yeah. So,
How old does Triv look?
14,
Like
15. Yeah.
Oh,
like
Oh my
kind of
god, they're
mid-teen.
baby.
Literally
Hey,
about the same age that Ateris's kid would be, and Ateris is
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Oh, the trauma.
well, no, Ateris's kid would be older now, but then they're close in the age to what Ateris's
Still
kid was
baby.
last time they saw them. So Ateris is
Yeah.
just like, yeah, okay, get the kid in the cart.
Hey, Ateris, before we go,
Mm-hmm.
reckon we can get something out of those things? And he would just motion to the frogs.
Do I recognize what kind of toads these are?
You would know that these are giant toads. They're fairly kind of basic benign giant toads at this point in time. So you could typically like they don't much of their gut their gut intestine system is they digest a lot. They eat a lot. They're fairly proficient digestive systems. But given the fact of what you know about the area, it's not an unreasonable thought for something to be within their gullets because they just eat everything.
They might have something inside them, and I mean, it wouldn't sell for much, but we could probably sell the meat. Skin's not good for tanning.
Nah. I
They might have
didn't think
secret
so.
plumbing treasures. Indeed.
If you want to cut
It's
them
like,
open, see
I'm
if there's
fine.
anything in, do that. If you want me to take some meat off them for ourselves or to sell in town, let me get the dear doctor back to a more comfortable seating position first so that we do not lose him in the marsh.
I'm fine.
You say
You look
that,
like you'll
but
blow over.
Ateris is going to like let go of his shoulder,
He lists slightly.
and she grabs his shoulder again. Melda,
See
Wait,
sit.
the straightest of arrows
hold on,
when
hold on.
standing.
Melda,
Is there like a
please.
Is there a?
is there like a big stick or something like that around?
You are in the middle of a
Up?
swamp. You can certainly find a stick in the swamp.
I am listen. Either I find a big enough stick to help give the doctor a walking cane, or I find a big enough stick to prop him up like a scarecrow. Either
Certainly
way, it's
possible.
gonna keep him from sinking.
Win-win.
Did you just roll it to see if I found sticks?
Roll
No,
for
something
stick.
else. Something else. No, yeah, you like it's finding a stick is plenty easy. So
Okay. I would go just look for a decent sized stick.
He's like
two.
struggling to keep his eyes open.
Get two. Make sure that they're split at the top so that you can use them as crutches.
fair enough. Easy enough to do so. So you pass it over, and then are you so the two of you going through the gullets of the toads?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Survival?
Then, this would be investigation. Well, I would say you can do like an intelligence-based survival.
That's not gonna be any better. Actually, hold on. It's proficiencies +2. That would just make it a -1 instead of let me see. Let's do an I will try an intelligence-based survival. Let's see.
Sure thing. You have advantage because of Ateris.
Okay, because I rolled a
That's
2.
very good.
I rolled a 2.
See, you knew the dice were going to come back for you, and this is when they tried.
And then
Did you want to take
on
my
my
roll
journal,
instead, or are you taking
it's
yours?
an 18. I rolled an 18 after.
Okay, I got an 18
18.
too, so.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to roll the D100?
You roll. You roll.
Okay. Let's go.
Drum roll.
69.
that-
69. 69.
That is a 5.
Be very
Fine.
good.
Yeah, could be. So opening like kind of like going through the different like kind of frogs at this point in time overall, you would find what looks to be about 42 copper pieces, 37 silver, and 15 gold.
Oh shit.
Nice.
We need money, so this helps.
And you find a potion of greater healing.
Whoa.
Hey,
That somehow magnificently did not
Damn.
break.
hey, Doc.
Yes. You see him like,
You're not allergic to potions, are you?
no. I am an alchemist. We have talked about this.
I mean, you're. I'm sorry. You bugs are attracted to you. Frogs is like. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for Ateris being here, frogs would be attracted to you. So, and
I'm a very attractive man. What? Get to the point.
we have a potion for you.
Thank you. He looks at it. This is very expensive. Why are you giving this to me? Never mind. And he puts it in his bag.
Am I taking the meat from these, or are we leaving it?
It's a good,
It's good food.
If you don't sell it, I'll eat it.
It'll take me about an hour or so get some rest. I'll work.
If
Alright.
I'm helping.
If
I'm
you
gonna
would
go-
like, you can take a short rest during this time period that Ateris
Heal.
That's the frog.
Heal. Heal.
You want to learn how to
I
do
need
this,
recovery.
Possum?
Yes.
All right, kid.
I'm gonna go sit
Get
over
that
with
book
Chris.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
Triv is gonna kind of
Ateris
look at it.
will take the time to teach him.
Sure, we can start. And Raya's actually pretty quick today because they are trained in survival, so you can already it's already pretty good along at this point in time. For you, Saffy, is there anything you would like to ask Triv during this short rest? They're pretty quiet otherwise.
Honestly, I think Saffy kind of knows when someone just needs to kind of sit and is just gonna sit next to them.
All right.
Just kind of leave his tail within arm's distance of Triv, because it's nice and soft. And it's just like, I'm not gonna say anything, but it's there if you need something that isn't just gross swamp texture around you.
Alligan will follow Saffy if he can.
He's just sitting.
Your name was Triv, yes?
Yeah.
Would you like
What's
me
the matter
to
to
get...
you? What's the matter to you, City Slicker?
Oh yeah, no. I like this kid.
my name is Dr. Alligan Hue. I'm here to assist with the...
Oh fuck! You're educated too.
Yes, it's so
I
terrible.
know, right? Oh my god. This
Sorry,
you're gonna
didn't-
go far.
You're gonna go.
Sorry, long day.
It is fine. I'm here to help with the sickness that has been spreading in Oparl.
You're the one who actually cares about coming and helping folks here.
If people need
Someone
healing,
actually, right? You're misunderstanding. Someone from one of the cities cares about what happens to people here.
yes, indeed we do. We have many programs to send doctors out in places of need, and this is one of them.
Is he
I
on
didn't believe it
something?
either.
Like you'd expect it, but honestly, this guy's just kind of a part of the fucking schools. I think they're all just a little bit off their rockers.
All right. You seem like you're a fine fellow. So you're here to help.
Yes.
You chose a really interesting time and all to help, but I guess it could be both could be better.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You're dealing with their own fair share amount of problems. It's there's enough. If we've had there's been unkegs that have been popping up in the different places and around the edges of town, and at least more than 2 or 3 folks have been snatched up and dragged into the tunnels. There's that keeps getting closer and following the refuse smells, and so that's been enough of a problem. Fucking kobolds have been stealing shit for weeks.
Oh, you don't gotta worry about them anymore.
Yeah, we
just
took care of
ran
them.
into them.
No way, really?
Yeah. I told them to get the fuck out of town, and they're not gonna bother this place anymore.
Well, Nadisi
I'm very persuasive.
Nadisi will be happy to hear that. At least means that she can actually get some forward progress on this. Everything that's been happening. There's been this weird rash of black lung that's been going through the town itself, and it's kind of been a bit of a strange thing. Supposedly it's lingering effects of the spell plague, and so who knows. She's been able to keep it contained as best she can, but with medical supplies still going missing, she's had her own issues.
Yeah. That was the kobolds. They were taking all that shit. So that's why this one's here to sort of help out.
Well, at least if you're here to help her on that, then I can see that she'd be appreciative of that.
But can I do anything for you right now? I can use magic to clean the slime off of you if you wish. I can also get you a towel.
Yeah, you know what? I'm good for the moment. I don't get this
Please
wrong. You're
let me
same
get
thing
you-
with your friend. We just met. I don't trust.
Can I at least get you the towel?
No, thank you. Look, I see you trying to help. I really do, but I don't know you. I don't know any of you. This one I don't even really trust, even though they're trying to be helpful. And they point towards Saffron.
Good. Those instincts will take you far.
And just I'm happy to just sit for a few.
So you won't take a towel, but you'll get in our cart.
Oh my god,
I'm just
Alligan.
saying. All right, I will be quiet.
Alligan, just leave it be. You don't get it.
Not even
Are you
necessarily
gonna...
just getting in the car, but at least I can walk alongside it. And at this point, it means I'm less likely to get picked off by one of the lindworms or otherwise that live in the swamps.
Do
I
need to
think
make a
it's
wisdom
about
save?
at this point that Rhaya and Ateris return. Ateris has now got like one of the scraps of fabric filled with frog meat. Speaking
Saffron,
of,
go and make an insight check.
Insight? Will do. Oh shit. How's a 26 sound?
Damn.
The word lindworm, there's a very slight tick on Alligan's face.
As he kind of just like puts his hand down to his side.
Oh, I
there's
see.
There's enough dangerous things in here, and I was stupid to go up my own. Then we got frogs here, dangerous enough, but deeper in the swamps, you got hydras, basilisks, you find cockatrice, you find Draculi, you find all sorts of big nasty beasties. Especially if you go anywhere near the actual manors themselves, where we get enough adventurers coming through who say they're here to help, and get that they go off plundering and reduce species, and more often than not rile them up, and we're the ones who suffer in the town because of them.
Let us make haste back to the cart then. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
We good to go?
we're good to
okay.
go. We should
Yeah, you
get
can all take a
moving. The
you
blood
all would have
in
been
the
able to
water
complete
will
a
approach. Will bring others.
You all would have been able to complete a short rest.
Yippee! I have 15 hit points now. Yay!
I got some spells back.
Wait, I'm at full health again. I mean, all I did was just get zapped.
Yeah.
There.
You're the one who decided to touch the lightning bug.
And
Hey.
then bite it.
Listen,
Eat it.
I thought it was tangy.
No. Oh my
No, it wasn't tangy, it was tingly.
God.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's a
Sal, go
difference.
ahead.
Okay.
Oh my
Also,
god, such flavor,
um,
but it. What is it?
What's up?
So
What's
sour,
up,
but the
Swan?
flavor intrigues.
What's up, Swan?
as we're all walking back to the cart, Corben kind of like walks up along Triv and kind of gives him a nod, goes, "Name's Corben. How long have you been on the run?"
Not really on the
Jesus.
run anymore, but
Mm.
long enough to know that road's more home than anything over my head.
I was same age as you when I went out. I get it.
Makes us cousins, does it?
Makes us at least have something in common, I suppose.
Hmm.
I can't relate.
Except for me, I immediately got into performing, so guess I was a little better off.
Thanks for the words of encouragement.
You'll do fine. Just stick to your guns like you've been doing.
Yeah, it didn't really serve me so well so far. Looks back at the toad. Or
Everyone
the,
makes
the gutted corpse of the toad.
everyone makes mistakes once in a while.
Thanks.
You'll do fine. And they just continues walking.
I think Ateris hasn't really said anything to the kid, but is keeping a close eye on them.
You all get back to the cart at this point in time, and I'll pile on in. Where you gather up everything at this point in time. Alligan moving a little bit quicker than most.
Yeah. You see that the horse has been like, it's not like a knot that can be loosened, but just like fully tied to a tree.
Oh my
God.
It's like double knotted.
Melda,
Every-
yeah, I'm going to have to teach you how to hitch a horse.
You all
would've-
got you all are scolding this nut.
Yeah, he would
Yeah.
have died without us several times.
Literally look at him. Literally look at him and
He is-
tell me, look me in the eye and say he doesn't need at least all of us.
He
Oi.
At
is the
least.
most he's slicker that has ever done slicked.
Oi,
I
watch your
hitched
mouth.
the horse.
Hey,
You'd have been
no,
much
well.
worse off if it wasn't for the dear doctor, Saffy.
Would have been fine.
Kid,
Don't need none of that weird magic shit.
Yeah.
kid, next time you
That's-
face one of those, go for the throat. It'll stop it from swallowing you as quickly. If you're getting in, get in. If you're walking alongside, get your walking boots on.
Corben immediately jumps into the cart.
We
I
also
never
have
left
food
my
if
feet.
you want any.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm bad at this. Let's go. That's a 6.
You're
we have
terrible at
three very not charismatic characters in this party.
Thanks.
Yeah, why aren't you
but-
guys asking the bard to convince people?
or the boss who's actually good at making friends.
Alligan is very confident in the skills he does not have.
I,
Yeah.
How
there's a
did this-
reason Corben's been needed.
How did this man pick up Ateris when the world will never know?
Mhm.
He was
Indeed.
sad and he invited
it's
her,
like,
her
I
into
did
his home.
How'd you bag that baddie? How'd you bag? I didn't bag shit. A terrorist grabbed me, put me over her shoulder, and I had never got down ever since.
So,
Honestly,
something,
honestly.
tiefling tales.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as most of you like pile you back into the cart, Trav is going to be walking alongside it, so I don't know who else
Yeah.
is walking along with him.
Raya's walking. He's still
So
not getting
Saffy.
anywhere near
Mhm.
the two people who put the stuff on them.
Just
Yeah, it's
reek
valid.
of citronella.
And then as you all then descend down into the city into the village of Oparl, where you would see the 5 kind of slightly rising slopes, one of which has a mansion upon it, the other 4 which do not. And as you descend down into the village in and of itself, I have a question for the group. Would you all like to continue on for a little bit, or until 8 o'clock, or shall we? Is this a good stopping point for all of you?
I'm happy
This
either
is
way.
a good stopping point for me.
is
I
good.
do have final work I have to be doing.
Oop. Yep.
I could
School
keep playing
important.
forever, but I guess.
Yeah, I think
I
it's a
know,
good
like I
pause
want to
here.
keep playing so badly,
Alright.
but I should probably go do
Oh.
my homework. I have teammates.
This is a good.
Oh, yeah.
Then then we
this
will
is a good
stop.
Yeah.
Then we will stop here, and we will pick up next time when
Woo.
heading into the village of Oparl proper, where you get the chance to meet its interesting characters and find out a little bit more about the troubles that befall it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on this wonderful stream this evening. I hope we had a ton of fun, and first combat done. Nobody died. This is excellent success.
We did it.
We
Finally.
did it.
Close,
If
but we did.
anyone in chat does have a few questions, those of us who are going to stick around for a few more minutes might be able to answer them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah,
thank you all
so-
for watching. Also, dude, thank you for running this. This has been so much fun.
Thank
So
you,
good, so
And thank
good.
you guys for playing with us.
Session 1 in the bag.
We did it.
Great success.
All right. Then thank you all. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Have a lovely rest of your evenings, and wherever you are, love each other, give some love to yourselves as well, and eat good food.
Okay.
Valid.
Yeah.
But oh wow.
Well, it wasn't a French voice, so Oh shit.
All right.
But why are you bad
nice
at
night,
French
everybody.
voices?
Have a nice night, everybody. Thank you guys for coming to the
Night,
stream, and
Sponge.
I'll see all the players in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go work on my
Yeah.
final work.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
If anyone in chat has questions, yeah, send them now. Also, if you would like to have any fan art shown at the end of next session or any sessions following, you can submit them to my Discord. The link is just in chat now, or below stream, obviously. For those of you who in the future may be watching this on the YouTubes, all the links will be below.
We love the VOD watchers.
I will absolutely be doing some art for monsters and NPCs in the future. Midge and I have already been discussing some stuff. So if any of the other artists in the party would like to get in on that,
Yes, obviously.
I will have.
I will do my best.
If you'll like, I do have a couple of at least the next time if that I can talk to you about in terms of having NPC art done for them or beforehand for them to show for the stream, or if you want to, or we can have the descriptions and you can all encounter them live as is. But we'll see how things work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All of the art that's in the art showcase at the moment is all the stuff that we've done in the lead up to the game, as well as between like session 0 2 weeks ago and now. There were 30 pieces in that already. We're a little bit obsessed with these guys.
The brain rot was real.
Where can we find the VODs? On YouTube. Yes, you can find them on Kobold Curio's YouTube. I will have that linked in my Discord. I haven't got a link set up for my stream prompt yet. But I think you can also find that below in my Twitch info on my card. So the card has links for all of these socials. In between now and next session, we will also be putting together a official Awwor Tumblr and a Tumblr, Blue Sky, and TikTok as well, so that we can like share art, official art, and clips and all that fun stuff. Just because we figure we're
gonna meme it up.
This shit.
It's gonna
Absolutely.
be so good.
Yeah.
Also, next session, our official theme music should be finished. Which is so exciting. Yeah,
Well,
the
it is
deadline
2
is the
weeks
end of the
until
month,
next
so
session.
I mean, 2 weeks is so fast. Also, here is the YouTube link to
Thank
episode
you.
0.
Thank you, Meg. Yeah.
Awwor.
Awwor?
It probably doesn't help with my accent.
Awwor, yeah.
How are you?
Awwor.
How are ya?
I mean, look,
my
if you
God.
really want me to bogan it up, I could. I don't think you guys would appreciate it. Like, I don't think you'd appreciate me going full Aussie bogan on yous.
Yes, we do.
I'm here for it.
Don't lie. It's like, don't
It's
you lie
mildly
to us.
terrifying.
Don't you lie to us
Oh,
about
no.
us.
Oh no, Cleo!
Nah. Okay. So actually, since we are on here for a while, I know we can't really ask Gorman here, but were there any inspirations for
Hold on, and we'll do player catch-up session after the once we're done finished up with stream stuff. So
Oh, I think this is a question for just
gotcha.
like on stream?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so kind of curious. Were there any inspirations in particular for your characters? I know
I mean,
yours.
I
but
don't
Well-
want to talk about it. I didn't. Mine wasn't
Yours
intentional.
wasn't
Is the
intentional,
problem?
but just,
It wasn't
casual
intentional.
Itsuzumi.
Yeah.
Most
I
of
came
mine-
up. Yeah. You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say mine was just an idea. I didn't really have like something in particular. I know you did, Fox.
I really didn't. That's the worst fucking part. I need you guys to
Wow.
understand. I need you to understand. I came up with Saffy,
I
and then
can-
like
I can vouch
less
that
than a week.
I
Yeah,
can
like
vouch.
less than a week later, I was like, you know what? I've been enjoying the anime of Dungeon Meshi, and I've been seeing far too many like random spoilers. I saw this one cosplay of like apparently a cat girl is eventually coming. So I'm just gonna binge through the manga. And I did that in under 12 hours, which I was
Yeah.
asleep
Congrats.
for, about 6 of those. So
It's so good.
I- it totally didn't eat my brain at all. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. But yeah, so I came up with Saffy, and then about a week later realized, oh no.
Um, I caved, and I caved to giving Ateris dual scimitars because I've been
Twitch fangirl.
I'm back in my
Damn.
Drizzt era.
Damn.
Yeah. But she's just I love her. She's got like Viconia Jahira vibes. And
Yeah,
I love her.
I'm seeing the Jahira.
Yeah.
And amazing.
Oh dear, it's my turn now, isn't it?
Yes, you're the one who
Yes.
asked this question.
Okay, so
Answer the question.
I had
D.
I had the concept for it's like for a character with memory loss who needs a journal to keep up with stuff for like a very long while. I was thinking I was gonna be playing Pathfinder Second Edition with this, but when I was asked to select this for this, I'm like, okay, shit, I need to actually make a character around this, and so just going through the Delver's Guide and putting like together music. Superman by Goldfinger came on, which was
Good song.
which
Very good song.
is like which very good song, help with that. Then I thought of Stephen Grant from Moon Knight. And then the third thing just is like just every furry is like, what's the furry thief that everybody thinks of when they think PlayStation 2 era?
Sly Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And then it
it's
just
like
happened.
ska is like just sweetheartedness and just really good at making friends and having people fall for him.
Do you wanna know another thing that I had just kind of started relating to both you and Saffy the other night?
But
I was reminded of Jack and Daxter, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
oh 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 oh
I haven't thought about Jack and Daxter for so long, and then suddenly
you okay
Specifically, Jack and Daxter when Daxter is still like kind of in that humanoid shape.
yeah.
nah I
Why
think
is it so
no, this is
accurate,
very
though?
but why also
And
it
that's
doesn't
also just showing my age that I'm thinking about that.
what do you think I am? Sly Cooper was around that same time as was Ratchet
Yeah.
and Clank. Oh, but no, and then as I started getting more stuff together, just Jet Set Radio and Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I know
Which-
I know
Usually get-
we've discussed this briefly, but what is
Mhm.
everyone's character like theme song?
Ooh.
Well, real quick while everybody's thinking, we should link all of our music playlists if anybody wants to listen to those because they're
Oh,
so
shit.
good.
Yeah. Hold on.
Everybody
I will
made
be-
music or like didn't make music, but made playlists, and they're fucking incredible.
I will be making sure to add those to the Tumblr and stuff too.
hmm
Should put in Twitch chat? I put in
Yeah,
Twitch
throw
chat.
it in Twitch.
Put in Twitch chat.
I'm trying to narrow it down to one, but I got like 3 just in a bottleneck right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a dice. 1 2s, 3 4s, and 5 6. All right then. Symphony by by the Guilty Gear Crew.
That is a very nice.
He's not there to fit in the world. He just wants to make a difference. And he's just one quirky note in the symphony.
What about the other two of you?
The other one was Superman by Goldfinger, and then Light Switch, which was the the hangout theme in a Bomb Rush.
Mm-hmm. Very good options.
I'm tied
Yeah.
between Creature by Half Alive or Two Birds by Regina Spector. Spector? I think that's her last
Good lord.
Oh my god.
Both very good options.
You angsty motherfucker.
They're not
Oh, no,
angsty.
wait. You haven't heard Angst until you hear Ateris' theme song, trust
Yeah.
me.
If you want
Wait.
the angst child of this
Wait
fucking
a
group,
second. Is this a song that I think? No, it's this is a different Bruce's
Different
song.
one.
Never mind. Yeah.
No, the real angsty one, which one is it? Oh Superman by Laurie
You're
Anderson
welcome.
on that one? Are you fucking kidding me? You angsty son of a bitch.
Yeah. I was listening to that just like what?
I
Oh,
have
Superman.
problems and daddy issues.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Ateris will be
Some
your
of us-
daddy.
Damn.
Damn. Oh wait, I just realized I
Oh.
can go ahead and put a thing I put a thing for Rya's playlist. Let me go ahead and put
I
his,
can
Oh, let
share
me put
the
Courtney's playlist in there.
I can share the letter with you guys now. What about you, Saffy? What's Saffy's theme song?
Saffy. Saffy's is a little bit it's difficult to pin down, much like he is, because he's a speedy motherfucker.
It's Rooftop Run.
No, it's not fucking Rooftop Run. No, honestly, I can see it being either What I Want by Gregor McMurray or Bruises by Fox Stevenson.
Very good options. Very good options. I originally Ateris's theme song was going to be Too Old to Die Young by Brother
knew it.
Dedge.
Oh wow.
But then I was going through, like, you know how Spotify gives you the recommended songs? I was going
Mhm.
through that and I found Woke Up a Rebel by Ruben and the Dark, and it is literally word by word exactly Ateris.
I don't know that
Oh,
one.
okay. You actually edited this in real time.
It's the first in If Only Despite the Gods in her
Hmm.
playlist. But the lyrics to that are like perfect for Ateris. Let me find the lyrics for you.
I just want to say real quick that Ateris' 5th song in their playlist is Heavy in Your Arms, so I do not want to hear it about the angst argument.
Yeah, Ateris's playlist is heavy.
Both
angst.
of you. Both of you. Just different flavors.
But
I'm
like
very happy.
seriously, like you're talking about Ateris and it's like the sun disappeared through a hole in the sky. They made me a shadow, black in my bones, but I will rise. I died like a saint, reborn a devil. Literally talking about the fall of Eldrall here. And I'm just like, oh, Perfect.
So good.
I was gonna say I don't have any eggs, but that's a lie. There are
That's a
there's just
lie.
like
I've
a
listened
brief
to all
section.
of your playlists, and everyone's got at
Yeah,
least a little bit of angst in here.
yeah. It's like love for a child, 7 years, and then Symphony is like remember me,
Like,
remember me of all.
even fucking holding out for a hero in Ateris's playlist is like the Vikings series version, which is like dramatic and angsty version. And it's just it's great. But yeah, guys, I could share with you guys the letter
the letter,
that
the letter, the
Ateris
letter.
Yeah,
got
The letter.
go
from.
ahead. I need to know the letter now. Let's
Do
go.
we want me to read it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a
That's the question
secret.
for that. Are we still streaming for that? Or
We are
you leaving
still
that off?
streaming, and that's fine.
Okay.
This is the after session stuff. It's fine. So it is a sea green envelope trailed with gold leaf along the edges and sealed with wax. It had the letter and the compass in it. And the letter itself smells faintly of sea salt and rosemary, and it has a pressed bright orange poppy within, which Ateris has, for personal note, has put onto the inside of the compass so that she's always got it with her. And it reads, "Dear," I'm not going to say that name. What a strange and quirksome world this is, to have a moment to reflect upon a wonderful memory as my time spent with you. The moment we shared was too brief, I know. And yet 30 years have passed in a blink of an eye, and I still think of you. Not a day goes by when the lines in the wind don't remind me of your hair as we sat atop the roofs watching the sun sink below the horizon. Of how the light of the setting sun caught in your eyes, dancing like fire, brighter than the stars on a moonless night. I can only begin to describe the wave of happiness that hit me upon hearing that you live, although it sounds as if you have changed. But I should not be surprised, as 30 years is enough time to change anyone, even the land itself. But that does not make the world or the people that walk upon it any less beautiful. Yet your spark has not left you. That raging fire that drew me and others to you still burns bright in the dark. Truly, I am glad to hear that you still live. It would lighten my heart like no other to see you again." I'm not going to read the description of him recounting our time together because it's spicy. I'll post that in the chat later for y'all. I will post that in the chat later for you guys. But it ends with, "Let me drown in you again for however long you'll let me into your waters. If this letter does find you, I would I would have you know that I will be making a brief trip to Mintar, but will return to Yelash in a month's time. I will wait for you there at the Crescent Watch until I hear from you. If a year and a day goes by without hearing from you, I will assume my man was mistaken and wish you a happy life for however long it may be. My love to you always, Fulgrim Shea." It is so fucking gay, and I'm so...
No, hold on. I wish to drown in your waters, bro.
Dude.
Bro. No.
I got to help with that, and I had so much fun.
That is
jeez.
Also, I cannot wait for like you guys. Midge already knows this because backstory stuff. But I cannot wait for you guys to like learn who Fulgrim is.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I'm so hyped.
So Ateris is eager to get back to Yelash.
Yes.
Now, you going this, I'm already I'm having this weird instance where one, I'm very happy with this. I really want to just go so I just globetrotting. But on the other hand, oh, we need to get to Delrest. We have to get to Delrest. It's like, no, no, it can
Yeah.
wait. It can wait.
Well,
Look, we're gonna
okay,
have to
so
pass through. We're probably going to have to go back to Yelash at least for a moment before we go back, like go up to Durlask anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it'll be
Maybe.
fine.
but
Yeah,
I will try to
no.
make we'll try to make sure that we head back to Yelash for a little bit.
No,
I
no.
think I'm still allowed within the city. I don't think I'm like a pariah, but
You're oh no, you're allowed in the city. You're just not allowed at your old job.
well, I can be there. I'm just not allowed to teach.
They're gonna it's like and before you actually do get there, they're gonna is like they're still gonna look at is like they're still gonna look at you like their
Like
teacher
I killed my
and
sister.
accidentally under is like accidentally undermining the new teacher there.
They come back and they catch the teacher.
No, no, just like just just Robin Williams that shit. Just I'm still shocked that you only remember him from Oh Captain, My Captain from Dead
Uh,
Poet Society.
Things Alligan is
No,
not allowed to do in Yelash. Go into temples without a reason or supervision. Teach at the college. Um, be near clergy members,
Oh
unsupervised.
wow.
There is a reason why Ateris had to go to the clergy when some shit went down
Yep, because I wasn't
pre-game.
allowed.
Uh,
oh,
and even then, I don't know how welcome Ateris is anymore after the incident with the matron.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, oh shit! I just realized something.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Is like that was the first time Rhaya actively casted magic in Saffy's
Yeah.
presence without trying to be discreet about it.
look, as soon as I get this healing shit ironed out and it stops trying to kill me, we're gonna be great.
No,
Did we have any more
like
questions or things we wanted to talk about before we raid out to someone?
yeah. Is
Ronnie's
there
probably
another that will
going
come?
like, "Why are you not reading the spicy bits?"
Yeah.
No,
Don't
That's
worry,
my
Fox can
question.
share the spicy thing with you.
Oh yeah.
I'll have you know now. I'm going to be making a physical version of this letter to add to my physical D&D journal.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I can't wait.
Alright.
Fancy.
Alright. Anyway, thank it's like it was good with having you all around here, and thanks
Yes.
for thanks for letting me just like be just a silly little boss, just doing big fucking damage.
Oh,
Still some growing pains, but definitely
Yeah.
overall in terms of I think
we're
it's
getting there.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
overall it was a good success for
Thank you
session
for
one.
your patience with me fixing the
Great success.
technical
No,
difficulty of two
you're
of
good.
my
You're great.
my freaking overlays swapping at the beginning of the thing.
Oh, you're fine. You're
We are going
We're
to be
learning.
raiding over to Sebastian Illustration, as recommended by Midge. They're working on some pretty cool art right now. Make sure you give them some love. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Do something that makes you happy. Tell someone you love them today. And if you cannot behave, don't get caught. But yeah, I will catch you guys next time. We will
So
be
long.
back. Yeah, we will be back with streaming D&D in 2 weeks' time. I will be back live, not tomorrow, but the next day with some Stardew Valley or Baldur's Gate. I'm not decided which one yet. But I'll see you guys then.